your Steam symbol to go back to PC because it still says you're on your fucking mobile.
Well, I've been messaging you. Have you not been getting me messages?
I literally got them all at once, and I'm not
That
kidding
sucks.
you. They just appeared now.
That's
and that's never
stupid.
happened to me before.
I've been messaging you since 25, well, since, yeah, 8:30. Been sitting here waiting. What a fucking joke. Fucking Steam. New fucking version? What a lot of shit. Didn't happen with the old version. Right, anyway. Hi everybody. What a good start. Plan for tonight is to get home, essentially. If we find potatoes on the way, then great. We're not heading straight home. So, you know, we are going to take a detour. And, you know, try and do that. I'm just going to put some moisturising cream on because this is psoriasis, by the way. This, if anyone's wondering why this isn't healing, it's not something that heals. On my forehead, it's essentially there permanently unless this goes away. I've got a bit inside my eye there that no one can really see, and I had something on my cheek before, and then I've got this. And it kind of flares up and flares down, if that is a thing, which it isn't. But it's always there. Sometimes it's more visible. Some days it's more visible than others, but today it's really red. So there's a bit there, and then there's a bit up in my hair, and I've got a bit round on my scalp at the side there. I'm just a mess, basically. Full of psoriasis. My elbows are bad again. I've got it all over my legs, and yeah, what a joke. What a joke. Could be worse though. You know, I could be in Africa and I could be dying, so, you know, you always gotta look on the bright side. You know what I mean? Fucking bullshit. And that's not even taking into account my knee, which is still fucking shit. Well, not as bad as it has been, I suppose. Again, the knee could be worse. I mean, there's a lass at work. Her knee is worse than mine. It's like, well, her cartilage is all shot. So... Oh, right. There's a new version of Better Than Wolves came out today.
Oh, right. Yeah. I haven't got it.
Are you going to have a look at the list?
I'm guessing I don't need it to play, because...
No, I haven't installed it. I just noticed tonight. So, yeah. We're going this way. What did the sign say again?
I've just gone northwest to the water. Just across the water.
That's where I'm... Yeah, that's where I'm going. I think we're all going this way, aren't we? We're all together. I mean, yeah. Might have to log out and in again. I'm hoping he's fixed this bug. He did it. I did post on the forum, and he did acknowledge it as a bug that he probably caused. So hopefully we'll get it. We'll get it looked at. Yeah, I don't see you, Liquid. Oh, you're over there. Okay.
Oh, North Desert.
Right. Okay. Give us 1 sec. Can I play that? Yeah. Okay, cool. Got a Minecraft playlist. I keep forgetting it's there, but for some reason I remember tonight, so I'm just going to play that in the background.
I'm starting to kill cows quite easily, you know. It's just 2 hits.
Really?
As long as I stand a bit away and spam it twice. Yeah, they do.
Right. Alright, okay. I'll have a look.
Oh, that one got me.
You haven't got your full armour on either.
Good point. You've got to be a fair distance away.
Oh, yeah. It only takes half a heart off when you got full armour, so huh. Oh yeah, actually they don't even kick you if you're far enough away. That one next to you, to your right, Liquid.
Ah.
That one's half dead.
I've only got fire as well, it damages them even more.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's get all these, oh. Desert. Alright. Okay. Should we go kind of southwest in this desert? It looks like there's more plains to the north as well. I don't know. Yeah.
There's a temple over there.
Where?
To the right. Northwest.
Is there? Oh,
Well, I can see what has to be a temple. It might be a village.
Yeah. All right.
I can see one thing. Building.
I can see obsidian, so it's got to be a temple.
Right. Look to the southwest as well, just in case, because I mean, it's pointless me doing it, because now it's fucking loads for me. Is it up behind this hill or something? Because I can't see it yet.
Straight forward.
Right. Oh, right there. Oh, I see it. Ah, that's buried. That's a good spot, that like. Hi, it's mostly buried.
Can they
Oh,
actually
Jesus.
be fully buried sometimes? Do you
Yeah.
reckon?
I dug into
Aye.
them on the last road.
Did you?
Yeah, it's completely covered.
Wow, that is lucky then.
Yeah, I was just collecting a load of sand.
Just hammer in, yeah. Skelly down there, I think.
Who's got the enchantment tables?
Not me. Sticks maybe. So yeah, someone pick it up if they can.
I've got a couple of things.
Yeah, there's no village around.
No.
There's more desert to the north, I think.
Yeah, I mean there's space, there's places like, so you know. Right, we're in. Just another 7 gold ingots.
Another
Jesus.
9.
Really? Well, I'll take. Oh well, it's going to start a new stack now. So I've got over a stack of gold ingots.
I wish you could.
Crazy.
I wish you could.
You don't need them as much now, you know. With this new version, he's made there's now 2 kinds of gearboxes. There's a kind that you can. There's a kind that's made. It's called gearbox clutch, and that's what they all are by default. All the ones in your world, and they're made with a redstone latch. But you can now make gearboxes that instead of a redstone latch in the minute, they have an axle. And they can't be deactivated with they can't be controlled with redstone. But they'll work. They're good for early game. If they think about that, it makes getting gearboxes early game much easier. And not only that, but it makes getting a large amount of gearboxes much easier. So yeah, interesting, I think. He's added the lightning rod as well.
Village?
Oh, how'd you make the lightning rod? And where's the village?
It's
Right.
out of gold.
It's north
What?
of us.
Nice. It's out of gold, so I mean, I suppose you still need gold for that. But yeah,
Does it actually look gold?
I have no idea. I haven't touched the version yet. I only saw it before. When oh, this village looks tiny. There's a blacksmith, but can't tell if there's any. I bet there's no fucking crops, you know. It's a tiny village. There's only 2. It looks like there's only 2 buildings. Yeah. What was I saying? What was I saying? Oh, gold. Yeah, lightning rods. I haven't checked. I haven't had a look at the version, but from what I can see, it looks like there's a couple of new textures, like because you can place chunks of ore on the ground now, which means you can cook them in a kiln. Nah, there's no crops here. You fucking bastards. Seriously.
More bugs.
More books, yeah. At least there's more books. What a joke. Some obsidian.
I do like the snow forest mountain there.
Where's that?
Northeast.
Does anyone need any
See one.
cooked meat,
Northeast.
by the way?
I don't see one. I'm good myself, like.
Cooked
I'm
what,
good.
sorry?
Just a bit of cooked meat, just to.
I've
for
Yeah, I mean,
food.
I've got some bread, so.
I've got some food.
Well,
Oh, well, if you've got bread,
plenty
then...
of cooked meat total, like all this shit.
Yeah, take
Gonna hand
bread.
out sandwiches.
I've been eating the raw. Like, I've been eating the food,
Same.
so... How much bread have you got, like?
Just a stack.
Right, okay. Alright. Any more? No?
I've got some ham and eggs.
Right, okay. I mean, I've got meat, that's all, so you could... Yeah.
Was it ocean to the west, past this plains?
I have no
think
idea.
It was along a water, yeah.
I can't believe that village. What a fucking disappointment. Right, hi everybody. Welcome to tonight's live stream. Oh, northwest the mountain.
Yeah, it's ocean
Yeah,
to the
forest,
west.
sorry.
Right.
There's no point turning the gold into blocks, is it?
The gold into blocks.
Well, you'll still have 2 stacks, I think.
Well, I would just bin the extra, I suppose. But no, it's not. I'll just keep it as...
Right, okay. If we come across another tempo, it might be worth it.
Yeah. Well, I've got 9. I've got 64 plus 9, so the chance of us getting another, like, what, 50 gold ingots is quite low. Right, where we're going? Are we going back over to see? Because there was a desert to the south, so I don't know if we want to do that or not.
I think it's worth checking it.
Yeah, should we go back down? Well, should we get in
sail
the...
along the coast?
Let's sail along the coast.
Yeah, I think the desert, if it was the same we were in, it was pretty empty.
Let's see. No going home tonight without the potatoes. Yeah, I know. I know.
Is it just me, or does like sailing have no sound effects whatsoever?
Yeah, it has none.
Because it's just like absolutely silent.
I know, it should. It should have, yeah, it should have like a, you know, yeah, it should have something.
Where are we going?
Through the swamp, just stick to the desert, and then if it turns into something else, we'll turn back round and just go back north. And it looks like it's going to. Ooh. Or is... Should we get off here?
Do you want to just run over and climb that hill?
Yeah. Oh, I want to take my armor off. Oh shit. Oh,
Temple. Is that
inventory's
the
full.
one we've been in?
Oh, is it?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. I think we've come south.
Oh.
Where are you? Oh, log off and log on again.
Did he ever reply to?
Yeah, he's moved it into bug reports. He's acknowledged it, and he's gonna fix it.
Seems higher up.
Yeah,
It's not got a torch on it.
Oh well, Jesus, another temple. I mean, I can't. How much luck are we having with temples? It's not what we want, though. I mean, you know, as canny as it is, like you can normally have so many. Fucking, what you call them? Hoyer torch on the top of that helm. Cheers. You can only have so many crafting benches. Right. Okay. Has anyone got space in their inventory for anything, by the way?
Not really. I'm keep getting full.
I got
Hell.
3 slots.
I've got 1 slot. I've got the blasting cakes as well.
You've got the what?
The cakes.
Right. Well, hungry. I mean, just like, take some food. I've just got 9 cooked pork chops. Just take them.
I've already got some.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Take them.
Got 9 cooked mutton. Somebody
I've
wants
got
some?
11. So
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah, I've got 11 cooked mutton as well. I think. Yeah. Right, we're in. Another 4 gold ingots. Oh, ancient manuscript. Bring that if you can. Oh, another 6 gold ingots. And an emerald. Alright, we'll leave that. Yeah, manuscript. If we can fit the manuscript in, that would be nice. What am I thinking? Anyone got any nether quartz on them? No? No, right. I'm going to leave 19 quartz here then, because we can always get more of that. What else am I thinking? Anyone got any spare torches? I've
Yeah.
got 1
11.
torch left, that's all. Anyone got more than 11? Oh, cheers. I'm just looking to see if is it worth keeping this 1 dung? I'll consider chucking it. I'll keep it for now, but I'll consider chucking it. Right, let's get out of here. Right, which way were we?
Should we follow the desert south? I don't know if there's any.
Yeah, let's do that. But to be honest, it looks over this hill. It looks like it's going to turn into
Yeah.
shite. But let's have a look. We'll have a look and see. So I enrolled on my apprenticeship. I spent the day at home yesterday, and I enrolled on my apprenticeship. And because I've had to enroll on a second provider now, because the one that I was with went into administration. Did I tell you? Did you know?
No.
Oh right, yeah. So basically, this apprenticeship provider, they'd been misreporting their successes and stuff.
Right.
They'd been basically fudging their numbers to make them.
And what is this apprenticeship
Sound.
related to your job? Okay.
Yeah. So I'm on an apprenticeship with this company as a software developer, and so I sign up with a apprenticeship provider. They provide the training and like some training.
Were they the
and
ones
then-
that put you onto the actual job in the first place? Is that how it works?
No, I applied for the job with the company in question.
Right.
And then they deal with an apprenticeship provider of their choice. They multiple providers go in to the company and kind of pitch, and then they win the tender. It's like kind of like that kind of thing. Right, let's turn around, and go back north then. Let's get in the boats just here. So yeah, so basically they chose a certain apprenticeship provider, and it ended up they went tits up because the government pulled all their funding for them because they were misreporting their successes and their results and stuff. So what I've had to do is I've had to re-enroll, and I've lost essentially at least a month, possibly 6 weeks of time, basically wasted. And I've had to re-enroll with another provider. There's a over the river here. There's a
Planes.
planes, yeah. So so I've gone with we've gone with a new provider that the company chooses. You know, I don't really have any say in it to an extent. And now this provider, instead of having to go to York to do all my training, which is what I would have had to do with the other provider, or they do all their training online through Adobe Connect. So you open up Adobe Connect. It's like the host is kind of sharing their desktop, so you can see like they'll have a PowerPoint presentation open, or they can share files and they can do all this kind of like a conference tool kind of thing. And then there was 13 other people in the chat all enrolling on the same day as me, right? And they were a bunch of fucking morons. Seriously, it was ridiculous. Yeah, York is lovely. It's only 45 minutes away from here on train, so you know that's an option. So yeah, they were absolute morons. I mean, we had to fill in a load of forms and all this stuff, you know, like standard kind of like application forms and stuff, you know, you're detailing your results, your GCSE results and all that kind of stuff. And like declarations and stuff as well, like just to, you know, say like you're not a criminal, you've got the right to work in the UK, that kind of stuff, you know. And considering all of these people, all 13 of these people, were not necessarily in software development, but they were in the IT arena, it didn't bode well for them because half of them just couldn't fill in a simple form, and because of the nature of the medium in which we were doing this, you know, like online, we had to kind of wait for the slowest person. So everyone had to wait around while the last person caught up. And I tell you what, some of them, a couple of them, were just retarded. It was ridiculous. Because they just weren't filling it in right. So we'd fill in the form, and then while we were filling in the next thing, like a health and safety assessment and stuff, she'd go through the submission form. I don't know why I've gone all the way to here, because there's clearly not a village here. She would, let's get on the water again. She would go through the forms, the submission forms, the main one. It was the main form, and basically she was telling people if they needed to edit it and go through it again. And this one guy, she reeled off like 7 things he'd done wrong, and like about 2 hours in, she was starting to crack. Like I could hear it in her voice, you know. And because she was saying at one point, she was going, let's say his name was John, made up name. She goes, John, she goes, have you got the right to work in the UK? And he was like, yeah. And she was like, right, well, you haven't ticked the box to say that you have. Oh, right, oh, I thought I had. And she was like, and I'm assuming you're not a criminal. And he was like, what? Well, no. And she's like, right, well, you haven't ticked the box to say that you're not a criminal. All right, is that all I need to edit? Yeah, it's just like you're basically gonna have to go through most of the form and do it again because you haven't filled in all of you basically where it says like fill in your results that you got for your GCSEs. You've just left that blank.
He sounds like
and then,
a pretty sort of simple human.
I'm exaggerating, but the fact that he hadn't done this was, you know, he might as well sound how the impression I'm doing. And it wasn't just him. Like there was people kept cutting out because their Wi-Fi was going off, which, you know, fair play, they can't help it, but it would just added to the frustration. Is everyone behind us, by the way? I can only see one boat. Just hugging the coast of the swamp until we get to the desert and then turn north, okay? And yeah, so people were it was just ridiculous. And one lad got like disconnected from the chat, and he didn't bother coming back in because he was in the same physical room as 2 of the other guys. And she was like, no, he needs to come back in because like we all need to like follow this and there's things I'm going to say, because like he was just getting them to relate what she was saying to him. And she's like, no, he needs to come back in. And so then he joined. But then their computers went down, so they joined with their phones, and they couldn't fill in the forms, and it was just like, it was a travesty. I was sitting there swearing at, because obviously with the mic muted, you know, I was sitting there swearing at the screen because these people were fucking idiots. And then about an hour and a half in, I just stopped finding it annoying, and I just started finding it funny because it became comical. I almost, and I had to stop myself because, well, I suppose I'd have been breach of privacy. I almost live streamed it. Like, it got to the point, I mean, obviously, I wouldn't have, because I'm not an idiot. for privacy's sakes. But I wanted to live stream it because I knew I wouldn't have been able to explain just how frustrating this was, because it was every little thing. And I mean, one lad, this is how ridiculous it got. Like, there was 3 lads in the same room, as I've already kind of explained there, but there was another 3 lads in the same room, and these lads were basically like, imagine the troublemakers in your class at school. That's what they were like. And I'll stop here and wait for everyone to catch up. Oh, there's a fire in that forest there. Oh no, everyone's here. Never mind. Just hug the coast, I guess. So yeah, these 3 lads were just like kind of acting up almost, and it's like, this isn't the place to do that. One of those lads sent a private message to everybody in the chat plugging his Instagram account. I shit you not. I shit you not. It's a private message, just plugging my Instagram, give it a follow. I almost replied saying,
why were they
get the
on
fuck out of here.
Apprenticeship.
Why are they?
Yeah, I mean, have they got similar jobs and they're being put
Yeah,
through this
they'll be with other companies. I mean, because everyone introduced themselves at the beginning. I don't remember what everyone was saying, but some people were like doing IT related things, and then there was a couple of software developers. So it was like, obviously everyone was just enrolling at the same, because obviously the enrollment's the same for everybody. So everyone was just enrolling on the same day, and it was just like, it was a travesty. It was an absolute fucking travesty. And if I was on my own, if it was just me and her, I'd have been done in an hour. Easy hour. But it took 3.5. And I mean, it was to be fair, like, it finished pretty much like spot on the time that they said it would, and I don't know how, because it just was ridiculous. Turning north, I'm assuming. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I suppose the compass is starting to turn like northeast, so seems like we might be halfway home unless we've gone quite far west. It wasn't one form, Olivia, to be fair. There was a sequence of forms. There were certain things to fill in a different way. It was fairly complicated, but not the kind of thing that you would struggle with if you were just paying attention, and people just weren't paying attention. You know, it wasn't rocket science. The information was, for the most part, stuff that you would just kind of like, you knew. It was like stuff about you, your nationality and name and all that kind of stuff. There was a couple of things where you did have to fill in certain results, but it wasn't immediately clear what they were. So she'd like sent you a private message just to kind of say, right, you fill in that there, you fill in that there. But even that, like, people were struggling. It's like, oh, I'll put any there, and she's like, no, you put any in the next one, not that one. And he was like, oh, right. And he was just like, oh, why, I've got the wrong information. And it's like, no, you haven't. The name you've been given is actually the name of your assessor, not your name. And they're like, all right, my bad. One time she was basically saying to this John guy, John quote unquote, she was saying, she was going, oh, John, you haven't, I'm still waiting for your health and safety report thing. And then this other lad, Steve, we'll call him, he was like, what do you mean? And she's like, I was talking to, she's like, who's this? And he's like, well, it's Steve. And she's like, well, I was talking to John. All right, my bad, I didn't hear you. Well, don't fucking speak up. If you didn't hear her, then don't fucking speak up. Who are you? Like, get the fuck out. And that was the same guy who was sending his Instagram. I think he was too busy fucking sending Instagram. Why would you send your fucking Instagram to a room full of strangers on an enrollment to a professional job situation? Like, what a fucking tool. I just couldn't believe it. And so I went into work today full of hell. I was just like, and my line manager was like, also, how would it go? And I was like, it was an absolute damn travesty. And his face just dropped. And he was like, what do you mean? And so I explained everything I've just said here. And I was like, they were morons. They were absolute. I was like, I don't mean to be rude, but they were absolute morons. And he just started laughing. And I was like, I'm not even joking. Like, Desert here, by the way. I was like, I'm not even joking. I said, I wish I was joking. And he was like, well, that doesn't bode well for the classes. And I was like, I know, because the classes are going to be done like this as well. But I said, hopefully the classes will be different, because obviously everyone will be software developers in the class. It'll be classroom work. So you're shown like code and stuff and different methods on what to do, and then you kind of given some code to go through and fix. So I'm hoping that like it'll be like more concentration, less reliant on instruction, and more just getting on with the work. But I said to my line manager, I said, the first hint of any kind of disruption and I'll be straight onto them. And I'm giving the feedback to the my early talent, another temple, Jesus Christ. I'm giving the feedback to my early talent manager tomorrow, but it's just couldn't believe it, but it was just ridiculous. Still now, I'm like in disbelief on how much of a travesty it was. But the lass had patience. The lass who was conducting it. I mean, I'm private messaged at one point. And I said, this is like pulling teeth. You have the patience of a saint. And she couldn't reply to that because they were recording it. Someone took the thing, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. And she couldn't reply to that because the session was being recorded. So obviously she couldn't have replied and said like, I know, what a bunch of morons. But I could tell in her voice that she was cracking. And it was just hilarious by the end, and I was so glad to turn that off once I was done. I was just like, Jesus. But yeah, so I had a fun time yesterday. That as well. Right, we're in another ancient manuscript.
Did it stack?
No.
I've got
Another
2 on
7.
me, and I think I've got space for a 3rd.
If you have, then great, because it's. I mean, they're quite important because it's shit we can't get. I mean, I've got 3 spaces now. I could probably take one if you need. How many? Everyone see how many spaces they've got?
I got 4.
Yeah.
3. No, 4.
I've got 0, so.
Right. Okay.
Well, unless I can chuck all these maps.
I suppose so. I mean, we don't really need them, do we? Do we?
Not really, if we've not coming back.
Nah, fuck it. Chuck them. You definitely mean to be rude. Well, no, I had to say that because I was at work. I mean, you have to be different at work. You know what I mean? John is a criminal who can't work in the UK. I wouldn't be surprised. I literally wouldn't be surprised, Lilac. I absolutely wouldn't be surprised if the guy turned out to be a criminal and unable to work in the UK. It's a crazy man. What else happened? Was there anything else that happened?
Was he British?
Noteworthy? They all sounded British. I mean, one of them had a foreign-sounding name. Obviously, it was John that had a foreign-sounding name, but obviously, I made up John. But it it was like it was like a it was a foreign-looking name, but he sounded English. So yeah, but yeah, I just couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. It was just ridiculous. And it started pretty quick, as in, like, the frustration started within about 15 minutes, I'd say. Well, it started straight away, because we were waiting a good 15 minutes for the people to get there. Like, there were people just for 15 minutes late. And it was like, why are you late? Like, you know what's happening here. Like, why are you late? It was just, and then when they came, mineshaft, and then they came on, and they were just like, oh, and it was pretty clear in the emails, the multiple emails I got, it's like, right, you have to have a working mic. They even sent headsets out to us. I got 2 headsets in the post delivered to work to use. Didn't need them, obviously. And they said, like, it's vital you have a microphone because you are going to need to be involved in talking in the group.
How does Adobe Connect work then? Can you not? I'm guessing you can't see each other and you're just like on voice.
No, it's not webcam. It's just voice. So it's essentially just like a poor man's Discord, except with the added ability to see the host. The host can share their screen. So she was showing like a PowerPoint presentation. Yeah, only the host can. Yeah. So the show PowerPoint. It's basically a way of it's a way of
if the host could then see everyone else's screens as well, because that would make her role a bit easier. Well,
maybe
that's a good idea.
Well, maybe they can.
I mean, I'm assuming these forms
if you
were
share it, I
on
don't know.
the computer.
They're on
yeah?
Google Docs.
Right.
They're on Google Docs, so you basically, she gave you a link, you followed the link, you filled in the form, you submitted it, and then she got it, and then she was going through the forms and making sure that they were fine, and they just weren't. So yeah.
Would you go north or northwest? I'm sorry, northeast.
I
Just
don't
follow
know,
the
but I
river.
mean, yeah, I'm kind of tempted not to go home until we get potatoes.
Yeah.
Because, you know, fucking
We could
potatoes.
veer out west again. I mean,
That's what I'm thinking, yeah. I'm thinking of maybe... Because the compass is really starting to turn to the east, so I'm tempted to just keep going west. Looping around and, you know... Anyway. Whoa, wow! Holy shit, that's death. Wow, that is Strat 3.
I wonder if that's the same mine shaft. Surely not.
No way, no. That's possibly one of the deepest open holes I've ever seen. You know what we should have... Well, no. I was going to say we should have been picking up all them bones and getting wolves, but we're not equipped.
Oh, fuck you.
Whoops.
What's the food situation like?
2 stacks of ham and eggs, 11 mutton and 3 pork chop. So I'm good.
I
What's
got
everyone
4
else
stacks,
like?
4 stacks of sandwiches.
Alright, okay. Helm?
Yeah, I've got 3 stacks of ham and eggs.
Okay, good,
Also cooked food you throw me.
good, good.
Are we heading north?
We could
We're
go
kind of
west if we
heading
want.
west-ish, kind of, because the compass is starting to turn east, and we don't want to go home until we got potatoes, so we're kind of
Should we go
heading
northwest?
northwest, yeah.
No, I just seem to have lost sight of you.
Oh, okay, we'll stop. We've just gone on the water in the... yeah, heading northwest. We've gone... There was jungle on the right, we went through a forest, and then we came to a little bit of swamp, and we got on the water. Went north. No good news, no. Nope. Nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. You, found us?
I found swamp.
You see the boats out in the water?
No, I see you.
Yeah.
Well, I see you floating around anyway.
Yeah. I don't see your boat. Oh, hey, don't bump me.
How fast can you bump before you break?
Yeah, it
I'm with you.
varies. Oh, right, okay. You're just completely invisible. I don't know. I don't know. It's guesswork, isn't it? It's just, yeah, who knows? Katie, why do you wait until I'm streaming to send me all of these Reddit links? I don't know why you do that, you crazy woman. jungle temple. Well, I don't even want to look for jungle temples. I'm just, you know, we don't need them. But if we see one, it's like, you gotta get it.
How many levels does a vessel hold? Like
I think
from a
it's
trap?
30. But just over 30, I think. I mean, obviously, levels, it's a relative kind of thing, isn't it? Because if you have 30 levels and you open one, you're not going to get 30 levels out of it. But yeah, from 0, if you have no levels, if you're level 0, and then you open a vessel, I think you get about 32 or 28, something around that.
Liquid, is that plains to the east?
No, it's Extreme Hills. Well, I mean, you're further east than me, I think.
Oh, is the plains to the east? Alright.
I think so. I can't really tell. It's either that or an island.
Well, we're stuck to the north anyway.
All
it's
I can
jungle
see
all
is
around
tall ass hills.
All I can see is open ocean because mine is... Well, that's not true, obviously. I can see them, but, you know, I might as well fucking see bloody shite.
We could get off in the hills. Is that desert right there? South.
It's just gonna waste food. That it
That's
looks like
why I
it
thought
looks.
it was plains.
No, that's a beach.
It looks plainsy, deserty. Is it?
Just
No
get in the hills
cactuses,
here,
it's
or
yeah. Let's go south because I mean this looks like plains. Though
Aye.
this grass is plainsy, so let's get off here. Head towards that little hill where the trees are on top. Whoppa pa pa pa. Whoppa. Come on. Come on, town with potatoes.
it's not much of a plains. Although it does
No.
continue.
Yeah. Does I mean yeah, it looks like it goes south, so we'll just follow it. Minecraft. Yeah, it's exactly right. It's exactly what we're playing. Minecraft.
Why would you just join a live stream and just say the name of the game that's being streamed? I mean, what use is that to anyone?
I don't know. I mean, hey. Why would you not know how to fill in a form online? That's what I want to know as well. So
There's a desert out there to the left.
takes all kinds of people. Is it? Right, let's go. Are we all... Oh, they're a bit behind. Well, Helm is anyway. Ooh.
Let's kill that cow.
Go on then. Ooh.
I should have kept the leather because
Whoa.
I had like 20, but I binned them just for space.
Doesn't matter. We can farm cows. It's fine. We have 2 in there, don't we? We do. I haven't seen The Apprentice, but I don't really watch it religiously. Not a temple. Not a temple. Not a temple. Come on, village. Village time.
It's looking pretty big, so that's good.
Yeah. Well, let's go south. Let's just go kind of... Well, yeah, where you're going, basically. Because I think there's still a little bit of plains on the right as well, so... Hey.
Oh, huge ass plane.
No good. Oh, why? That's good. Right, well, let's head south into it.
Yeah.
Let's just head straight south now. Just so we can keep... Because the plains might extend a bit on the right, although looks like a snowy forest, so, yeah. They were selling art. Oh, yeah, I can imagine. what their idea of art is. A joke, man. I'm in two minds about art because some art.
Don't like art critics, but I like some art.
Yeah, I mean, it comes down to the question of what constitutes art, and I think these people take the piss.
Yes, exactly.
But at the same time, it's like if other people do genuinely get something out of the piss taking offering that they put out, then who are we to really say? You know what I mean? It's like if they genuinely do, but if they're just faking it to sound like intelligent and
I
like
think
cultured.
Most of them do to sound.
Most
fake
of them
to
do.
Each
Yeah.
other. Do you know?
Of course they do.
Delusion.
Yeah, of course they do. But some people obviously, I'd imagine will get something out of whatever. But it's like it's personal. It's a personal thing, isn't it? So, and I think some of them take. There's another desert through here. I think a lot of the artists take advantage of the fact that art is personal, so they can turn around and say, "Oh, but yeah, it's art. It's my opinion of what art is." Get the fuck out. You know what I mean? Fuck off. I mean, like for instance, I use this example a lot whenever art comes up, because I went to Tate Gallery once with a mate, and one of the exhibits was a mirror on the wall, and it was meant, and the description was something about to force us to confront ourselves, our mirror image or something. I was like, fuck off.
Village.
Like, seriously. Really?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, I was just like, fuck yourself.
That sounds like the typical bullshit that someone
Yeah,
would...
it is. It was typical bullshit. And all through that whole thing... Where's the village anyway?
Dead
I'll
ahead.
just follow you. I can't see it.
You turn
And
your
all through that whole... What, sorry?
You turn your desync off and see if that...
It is off. I never have that on.
You toggle it.
I wouldn't want it on. And I have tested. Yeah, I've tested all this a while.
It just seems weird.
Don't worry about it. I've accepted it. It's tough shit. I really don't know what's going to help at this point. Well, at least there's crops. So fingers crossed. Well, there's always wheat. That's the problem. But yeah, that whole exhibit was just shite, basically. One of them was a Roman statue. You can imagine like a standard, typical Roman marble-esque statue, with like a pile of washing around it, like clothes, dirty clothes,
It's just
around the base of it. It is just wheat, isn't it? Fucking bastards! Fucking murder, death, kill, murder, death, kill. You utter bastards. How? How can it just be wheat?
There's a single diamond in there.
Oh well.
And I can make another boat here.
There's some bread. I'll make some sandwiches.
Oh, there's a temple in not far from here.
Fucking temples, man. And what a joke. What does that do on here? I am going to make the gold into blocks, to be honest. Oh, it does make 10 perfect blocks. With no leftovers. But I'd imagine this temple's going to change that, so yeah.
Any more books?
I can't believe this.
Maybe we're too close again.
Oh shit!
You never know.
I
I
forgot
mean,
about that.
I don't know actually, because we have gone away, so probably not.
We have, but you know what? No. I bet we are. Because I reckon outside of the hardcore spawn range, I reckon you are. This is a guess, total guess, obviously based on nothing but a hunch. I reckon it's always either wheat and potatoes or wheat and carrots. I reckon you'll always get one of the fabled foods. And then within hardcore spawn range, it's always just wheat. I reckon that's what it is. I remember seeing a piece of art that was basically a wedge of cheese with hair on it. I'm not quite sure what artistic value that had. Someone else dig down to the stuff, will there, please? Did you see the pineapple in the art gallery? Someone left it and came back, and it was in a glass case. What?
Whoa!
What?
Help,
Oh!
help, help.
What's the matter?
Cave.
Oh, right. Jesus.
It's fine.
You alright?
There's cobblestone here. The fuck?
That is weird.
Oh, I found a dungeon.
Right, of course you have.
Ow, fuck you.
We're digging down anyway. There we go.
Well, this wasn't open, otherwise I'd have fallen into a spider.
Is this the temple, like, is it?
It's near the temple.
Oh shit.
Bread
Oh,
and
shit. Wow, okay, we're in. 3 diamond.
Cool. Well, I've got 6.
I don't have the room for it, really.
Considering
so if
we've found 1,000
Wow.
temples.
Another 2 diamond. And more gold.
Nice.
More gold.
Got 11 diamond now.
Another 16 gold as well. Hey, I mean, at least, I mean, you know, hey. Alright, okay, I will go, yeah. Oh, we're not getting the bombs. We're not getting the bombs. Oh, have you? Oh, good. Okay, I've been forgetting, so I'm glad someone's on the ball. Jesus. I guess that person didn't get their 5 a day. Yeah, that's funny.
North? Or
Where's the village?
Or was there more? The village is southwest.
Yeah. North.
I don't think there was any more desert that way, was there?
I don't Yeah, there might have been. Yeah, I think there was. What do we want to do? Do we want to go back? Or do we want to head north? Well, what we should be doing really is we're supposed to be heading north. We're supposed to be heading west, aren't we?
Yeah.
So let's go north, and then once the desert's done, we'll turn back west. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
You get a lot of slabs out of sand. You get 4 slabs per 2 blocks. Is that normal?
He redid them, didn't he? In the
Yeah.
update before this latest, he
made
dirt
it so you
and
get
sand.
more.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
I think so.
Dirt gets more, yeah. But gravel only... No, I think he reduced gravel, didn't he? So 2 full blocks of gravel only makes 2 half slabs of gravel. Oh, hold on. Katie's linking us something about Scarlett Johansson, so I've got to stop the stream. Just give us a second. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there she is. That's amazing. That's so good. You can't beat Scarlett Johansson. A bit of ScarJo. You gotta love a bit of ScarJo. Actually, that deserves to be seen. Hold on. There we go. There we go. That, I mean, it just, you know, if you're a boy or a lesbian, then have fun. That's just, oh, it's so good. Right, okay. So, oh, well, the desert looks like a cook. Oh, though. To the northeast there.
I don't know. It looks like it's surrounded on 2 sides with snow forest. I'm almost certain that's just gonna.
Yeah, it is.
Link up.
You're a lesbian and a boy. That doesn't make sense. They're mutually exclusive. You lunatic. Right, straight west and I.
Hi.
Right. Okay. I fancy some sweets.
Is that a really big overhang or a loading area?
Where?
It looks like that dinosaur from Jurassic Park. That friendly big.
What's an overhang? I don't see one. Oh, hold on. It's starting to load in. Yeah, it's an overhang. Yeah, the Brontosaurus. Didn't they realise the Brontosaurus never actually existed? Sure, that was something that I read about. That's crazy. Anyway, should we head a bit more north because it's still desert there?
Didn't we come from the north?
I don't
Where did we
think we
come
saw that overhang. I think we kind of stumbled upon the desert and then kind of thinking. I don't think we've been up here. So let's have a quick look over this hill. That looks ridiculous. That overhang, like what a joke. Pardon me. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Temple.
Oh, village. Ooh. Oh, hold on. Is that the one we come from?
Probably. West wheat.
No, I don't think it is. But it is wheat. It's just wheat again. When we're within the range, man. We've got to get out. We've got to head west.
Just keep going west. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just keep going west. Obviously, get all the books from here and the someone check out the blacksmith. And someone murder these bastards for not growing proper vegetables. Scumbags. Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright, armour on. And, actually, let's do one of these. Alright, rebel scum.
Watch the lava flow. No! Woo!
That's close.
Oh, jeez.
I know, my diamond sword has somehow dropped it and it nearly got lava.
Oh, whoa, 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 wait, oh, whoa, whoa, hey, oh.
A whole load of apples inside.
Really? Come on then.
I think we got plenty of apples back at the village.
Oh, hey. No, oh, fuck off.
He really should have a use for apples, like a special potion or something.
Well, there is. You can surround them in gold. Oh, here's more books.
What's the point in that, though?
You get an ultra regen thing. Like, if you surround them in... It's gold blocks, though. I think it's... or maybe it's golden nuggets and gold... Actually, we can tell. Apple. Up. Oh, yeah. Golden nuggets make a golden apple that regens, and then the gold blocks make a special gold. The gold blocks are absolutely not worth it at all, ever. Unless you're literally swimming in gold to the point that you just don't need it. But, yeah.
Well, we've got over a stack of books now, so we're doing good.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, that makes the trip worth it, really. Right. Oops. Right, okay. Yeah, this way, west.
West, okay.
We'll go under the overhang. Oh shit! No! My armor! Someone put a torch down if they don't mind. Oops. Tap. Oh shit, hold on.
Should we just
Back in the
sail?
boats? Yep.
This is a big desert. Have we? I don't know where we've been in the desert.
I don't know.
Just sort of sail this general direction.
Yeah.
I mean, we head north a fair way.
We headed, or what? Oh, in the desert, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Aye. Well, it's not. It's just an island anyway, isn't it?
No, there's a
Yeah.
lot of
Should
desert.
we not-
Like.
Oh, okay.
Well, but isn't that the desert we've
That is the desert we've
Been
been
in.
through. I'm sure it is. Yeah.
So
I
there's
think
no
it
point
is.
going south, really.
Log out and in. Hopefully this is fixed in the new version. Alright, west it is. We all see each other? Know where we are?
Yep.
Yes? Yeah?
Yep.
Looks like planes here. Maybe? Oh, shit. Careful. Oh, why? Yeah, okay, so... Oh, hold on. Yeah, we've been here, I think. I think we came through
Is
these
this
plains
right?
and then saw the
Yeah.
desert.
Should we
I
go
think.
north or just straight west?
Well, we came down from the north, I think. But let's just head straight west. Because, to be honest, if my theory's correct, and I mean, it seems to be, then it doesn't matter if we find a village. It's not going to have what we want. So we just got to head west.
I was going to go away for 5 minutes. Can you give us a teleport when I get back?
Yeah. Hold on. What's going on? I can't see that last link, Katie. It's not coming up. There's nothing coming up. Weird.
Got some planes through these trees.
Weird. I don't know. Right. Yeah, cool. I can see them actually, yeah. Cool. Let's keep going. I think they're directly west as well. I think I saw them a little bit through the west, so at least we're going through the right biomes. I mean, that's, so it could always be worse. Hi, Michael. Right, swamp there. Okay, let's turn north.
Yeah, it's just ocean.
Right, okay. That's all right. Well, looks like there is plains to the east over there, like. Might want to swing around there.
I think it's Extreme Hills.
Aye. Yeah, the plains. Kind of. Actually, isn't that where we got off of the boats? I think that's where we got off the boats, because we went towards the Extreme Hills and then we got off at the plains. Yeah, I think it is. Come full circle. Right, okay. Anyway. West. West it is. Just directly west. We just need to get out of here as quick as we can, really. Well,
Yeah, the jungle is where we came from.
yeah, I thought it was. Right, we'll just head. Aye, because that jungle's all right. Okay, we'll go around. We'll hug the jungle then to the left of it. Let's go have some good food and now time to chill and relax. Chill and relax. Well, you came to the right place because this isn't the most exciting live stream. Oh, right. Oh, I thought it was a picture, Katie. Oh, I saw that. So I didn't. Yeah. I mean, I agree. When a woman wears yoga pants, it's just her naked body with a texture pack. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. My TV show. Well, I did watch the first episode of Peaky Blinders the other day. So and it seems canny. So I might watch that a bit more, because I take the bus into work now. So it takes about an hour on the bus. So it's just almost enough time to watch an episode of something like that, you know. So yeah, I've kind of chosen that series because I've heard it's good. So yeah, I thought I'd give it a go. But more recently, I rewatched the 7th series of Game of Thrones, because that's great. And I binged watched 1 to 6. Like, I'd seen them anyway, but I went through a second time, binged watched 1 to 6, and then stopped at 7 because I didn't have 7 because it wasn't on Pirate Bay. But now it is. So I got 7, and I mean, subscribe to Sky, so it's not like I'm doing anything illegal morally. So that was so I downloaded that and just watched an episode of that every day on the bus. Well, an episode and a half because there and back. But yeah, it was good. But yeah, I say everyone I speak to. I don't exactly go seeking people out to ask what they think of Peaky Blinders, but everyone who's mentioned it has said it's brilliant. So Desert and Plains here. Another temple. Fucking hell, man. This is ridiculous.
These temples are becoming a curse rapidly.
They really are. Like, I mean, obviously, you cannot really complain. But we just don't need the enchanting tables. It's crazy. Oh, yeah. Good idea. What's everyone else watching at the minute, anyway? TV-wise.
I'm just rewatching Star Trek.
Which one?
Next Generation.
Oh, aye. Yeah.
I'm kind of binge watching the Marvel movie.
Alright, yeah. Fair enough. Right, okay. Are you in?
No, so.
Found another temple.
Of course you did.
Yeah, of course.
Well, I've got the enchanted tables if you want to stack them together.
I'm about to see it.
Right, we're in. Oh, another 8 gold.
More.
Another 4 gold. Wow. That's crazy. This is just crazy. That's a nice view. Oops, sorry. That was unintentional. Right, we're good. Right, north. Got a bit of plains.
2 seconds. I'm
Up
just getting
here.
the power cakes.
Oh, aye. Okay, we'll wait for you. Yeah, I mean, when I asked you before, Liquid, like if you wanted to go in Minecraft or you were just fine waiting until Monday, I was kind of I'd say about a 10% of me was kind of hoping you'd say no, because I really fancied playing Project Zomboid. I just did. I just fancied going in. But I mean, obviously, if I really wanted to, then I just would have cancelled it myself. But I was kind of like thinking, you know, the decision's been made for us, and you know, because I wouldn't have minded waiting until Monday because Styx isn't here, so he's not going to get to kind of find the potatoes, which we definitely are. So yeah, it would have been a bit of a shame. Anyway, right, Plains has ended there, isn't it? Really, yeah. So let's head west again. Wow, is that ice? Jesus, that is the biggest ice lake I've ever seen. That's nuts. No one else watching any TV shows? There's 12 of yous on. Come on. Alt and tab
I'm
back to
watching
YouTube.
American Office.
Oh, I'm watching American Office while I was waiting for you to come on, man. That's
Do you just,
always
like,
going on in the background.
How many times have you gone through it?
I've seen each episode at least 10 times. At least. I can quote it now, man. I can... nah. All the... no, all the
Why
quotes.
do you like it so much, then?
Why do I like it?
Well, no, just so much.
It's
'cause you
easy to
watched a lot
watch.
of it.
It's easy to watch. Like, it's just such an easy... Because each episode's like 20 minutes. 22 minutes or something. Because of, like, obviously the lack of adverts.
Do you watch the regular
So
ones,
it's...
or do you watch the extended versions?
Ooh. I don't have extended versions.
There's extended versions of every episode, and they tend to be about 25. They
Oh.
include, like, little extra cutaways and scenes and shit.
Oh, well, maybe some of the series I have are those, because I'm sure, like, when I watch them through, I see things that I've never seen before. I'm
well,
like, I'm still getting things out.
The
but
regular
I don't
ones
know.
are strictly 21 minutes for the TV times.
Right, okay.
So if it's any longer, if it's like 23 plus, then it has to be the extended version. Really.
Okay. Well, some of them are definitely 20. Because I went back about a year ago and I re-downloaded them all in high definition, because originally I had them in like tiny resolution, and I was like, you know what, I'm watching these so often that they're worth re-getting in HD. So I did. But yeah, I'll have to go back and check, because I might have to download the extended ones. Yeah, so I'll have to see about that. Battlestar Galactica, yeah, that's the one I've considered going back through, because I've seen that all the way through once, and what a wild ride. I mean, that was excellent television. If you like sci-fi, you have to watch Battlestar Galactica, the remake I'm talking about. It's such a good show. I mean, yeah, really enjoyed that. Never seen the original. It was a bit before my time, I think, and I probably couldn't go back and watch it now. But is that? Yeah, you see the desert. But yeah, I couldn't recommend that highly.
I've never actually seen it.
Oh, wait, you like sci-fi, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really
Yeah,
into
watch
Star
them.
Trek, but generally, yeah, I like.
Right. Well, it's dark. It's dark, and one of the things I really like about it is that anyone can die. Like you know what I mean? Like
it kills all the good people.
It's not, but you feel like it could happen. Like, I mean, I'm not going to ruin it, but you have that sense that anything could happen to anyone at any time. I'm not going to go into specifics, but you'll understand what I mean if you start watching it. But yeah, you have that kind of feel, which is obviously great. And that was like one of the first shows where I genuinely felt that. The shows before it had all, it had had a main cast, and they were in it from beginning to end,
Are there any spin-offs or other versions or anything?
Yeah, there was. There was a spin-off called Caprica that it was cancelled after 2 seasons. I watched it, but yeah, Caprica was basically set. Caprica is one of the planets, and it was set.
What's the overall
before
setting? Do you see what I mean? What's the overall?
Well, essentially, I'll explain the premise. There are 12 worlds of Kobol, I think it is, and they're humans, and they have these. They built these machines called Cylons, and they became, it's artificial intelligence that became aware, and they turned on their makers, and essentially practically tried to wipe out mankind. And the show essentially revolves around this this ship called the Battlestar Galactica, and its fight for survival as it tries to make its way across the galaxy, and being hunted at every turn by the Cylons.
Are humans almost completely wiped out then, or something?
Almost completely wiped out. Yeah,
Cool.
it's like the Battlestar Galactica. Basically, the people on the Battlestar Galactica think that they are the last humans, basically, because the wipeout was so extreme and so effective that it would like it was like that's the kind of the consensus is that they may well be the last humans. And they have to repopulate the species. But, I mean, you find all this out basically much on the first episode. And probably the trailers that showed it were, you know what I mean? I haven't given anything away, really. But, yeah, it's such a good show. And they have some great characters. You know, like the Doctor from Voyager, who just basically makes... Oh, have you ever seen Voyager? Yeah,
No.
I mean, you're not a fan of Star Trek, are you?
No, I haven't.
Well, Voyager's worth watching for the Doctor. He's fucking hilarious. And he makes that show what it is. Like, he's so good. But there's no one particularly funny in Battlestar Galactica, but Dr. Gaius Baltar is fucking hilarious. He doesn't mean to be, but I found him hilarious because he's such a slimy twat that you just end up... He's the kind that you love to hate, but then I ended up just loving him because I was just like, mate, he played the part so well. And yeah, that's one to watch out for. But yeah, I'd recommend it.
How many seasons does it have?
Like 8, I think. I think 8. And I'm assuming 24 a piece. So it goes on for quite a long time. And it does start to drag a little bit, but I still enjoyed it thoroughly all the way through. So yeah, I'd recommend it. Yeah. Would you like it, Katie? Come on, of course you wouldn't. Fucking didn't joke. I'm still on the fence about whether or not I'm going to dump you for not watching Star Trek or Star Wars.
What does Katie like?
Fuck shite, man. She likes shite. She likes scary stuff. We're both like scary stuff. It's kind of our thing. Like if there's anything scary coming on at the cinema, and I saw it with anyone but her, she'd kick off. So that's like our thing. We watch scary movies together, and we've seen them all. Well, we haven't seen them all, but all the main ones that are like recent, we've seen most of them. Oh, we've seen most of them, but all the ones that look interesting on Netflix. There's a lot of shite out there, so you have to try and filter the shite. And we've been duped a couple of times with some shite movies. But
So why do you like horror movies then?
we just do. It's I don't know. We enjoy it. It's the tense. It's
Surprised you don't like horror games then. Polar opposite.
It's too much. I mean, if there was someone else in the room, maybe it wouldn't be as bad playing games. But still, yeah, I don't know. Games, it's too involved. A movie, you can sit back and watch it, and yeah, you get the jumps, but it's not as involved. But with the game, you're so immersed. It's like the adrenaline's too much for us.
Maybe you and Katie should sit down and play them, then play Outlast 2.
Yeah. Maybe we will. I don't know. She tried to get us to do it the last time she was up, but I was having none of it. So I have to be in the mood as well. But yeah, maybe we'll. So who knows? This just feels like a waste of time. I hate going through biomes that can't have villages. I hate it. Play a different game. Oh, alright, cool. You can see me wish list in the description. Buy as a game, and I'll play it. Okay. Cheers. Thanks, Money Boy. I mean, I'm assuming you got the money because you're called Money Boy, so everyone's a winner. Planes, yeah. Come on. We've got to be far enough out now.
I was gonna say we're gonna have miles away.
We've got to be, man. We've got to be. Nice big plains biome.
I kind of like this area. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah. I never watched Star Trek before, so I've downloaded all the episodes of movies from Pirate Bay. I'm going to watch them all after Battlestar. Yeah. Ooh. I mean, you could watch Star Treks in chronological order, like as in. I mean, I never bothered with the original series with Kirk. Just didn't bother. Couldn't get into it. But
Is Patrick Stewart in that? Oh.
no, Kirk is William Shatner is Kirk.
And he was the first.
From the original,
lot.
yeah, from the 60s. And then the Next Generation is Patrick Stewart, and that went on for 7 years. It started in '89, and then after that it was Deep Space Nine with the black captain, and it was set on a space station, and that one overlapped with the Next Generation a little bit. Oh, there's desert there, but then there's more plains to the north past those hills. I think I don't know how much though, but let's go for the desert. And that overlapped a little bit, not by much, but about a year, I think, maybe half a year. And then it was Voyager after that, and that's the one where they're on the other side of the galaxy, and it's like their journey home. They're the only humans out there in the Delta Quadrant, and it's their journey home. And that's with the woman captain. I know, crazy. She probably didn't get paid as much as the men, but you know she shouldn't. She's a woman. And then after that, you've got Enterprise, which is the one that was made the most recent. That was with Scott Bakula from Quantum Leap. And that one was set before Kirk. And that was fun, but that got cancelled. Every Star Trek went for 7 years, so 7 series. But Enterprise got cancelled because people just weren't interested, which is a shame. Got cancelled after, I think, 4 seasons. I can't see Hungry. We found a great random horror movie. Apostle. What's Apostle? Which one was Apostle again? Is it the one where he went to that island with all those weirdos on? And it was Castor from Tron. Oh, it's raining. Okay. Yeah, I think that was Apostle. Yeah, Apostle was good. Yeah, I'd recommend that if you like scary movies. I think it's on Netflix. Apostle. You've got to persevere with it. It takes a while to get into. It's a bit slow, but once it gets going, sweet Jesus, it's fucking nuts. But yeah, a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. And I don't remember the other one. I don't know what the other one was. I don't know. Cause I watched 2 that night. I don't remember what it was. Oh shit! What was it?
I think there's more desert over here.
Is there? Cool.
There's a pile of sand anyway.
Right. Any cactus?
Yes.
Cool. Alright.
There might be plains to the left as well.
Well, there usually seems to be plains where there's desert. I mean, have you noticed that? Which I think is a bit weird. Oh. Alright, log out then in. Yeah, so apparently the lightning rods have a nice aesthetic feel because they can be attached to any block, like sideways, upside down, and whatever.
Alright.
For the aesthetics. And they work over 16 blocks. And they work from the highest point. So the lightning, the game will pick the highest point first, I think, and then redirect to the lightning rod within 16 blocks of that block, if that makes sense. It doesn't make sense to me, to be honest. So
you need a lightning rod like every...
Something like that, yeah. But not only that, right? But lightning, when it's calculating the highest point, which lightning goes for the highest point within a certain range, when it's calculating it, it takes entities into account now. So if we're standing on the top of buildings like we tend to do, we'll get struck, like directly. I know, which is interesting. So also, if you're standing out in the middle of a field as well, you're likely to get struck. So that's interesting. Right, let's south. Let's go south. Let's put a beacon on top of here though, just so we know where to come back to, because that might be useful.
Yeah, also means there might be more super creepers out.
Yeah, exactly. Aye, creepers are much more. I thought of that. Creepers are much more likely to be super creepers now as well, so that'll be interesting.
Are they 4 times more powerful?
Yes. Yeah, from what I've read, yeah. Do scary reactions again. Okay, Sam. Ah!
Do you have Outlast 2, by the way?
Oh!
Or Resident Evil 7?
Yeah.
I genuinely reckon you'd like
don't
Resident
know
Evil
about
7,
7.
you know. It's not
I
just
don't
jump
know- I don't
scares
know
like
about-
Outlast.
Is it not? I don't know about
Nah.
Resident Evil 7. I've never really been a fan of any of the Resident Evils, to be honest. I
Same,
just
I've
never
never
got into
liked
them.
them. It was the first person one with a story.
It was
better
the console feel. It had a console feel. I didn't like that. Does it feel like a console?
I never played any of the old. No, it doesn't. I never played any of the old Resident Evil games. I could never stand the cameras of those.
Yeah, I like
This was
that.
the first first-person one. It's
Overlord.
strongly PC feeling.
Alright, okay. That's not too bad then. Overlord. No, I've not watched Overlord. What's Overlord? No, like when you did Doom for the first time. Ah, alright then. Ah! Oh! Help, it's Doomy! Yeah, like that. Is that what you mean? I'm assuming that's what you mean. That's how I was like. That was exactly how it was like. Oh, okay, I think we're done here. Turn back north.
It's jungle past it, so
Is it? Right, okay. Cool. I'll buy you a console for Christmas. Well, get us a PlayStation 2. I mean, 4. What the fuck? Get us a PlayStation 4. I was considering... Well, I don't think Katie was on. We were talking about PlayStation 4s, actually. And I was... we were all... Six bought one, by the way. Did I tell you?
Oh, did he? No.
Yeah. We were all talking about potentially buying a PlayStation 4. Because, well, the reason I'd want one is, at the very least, for The Last of Us. I'd want that. And then apparently Spider-Man's quite good, but less important. It's only comes to my mind because that's what it came with Styx's PlayStation 4. Cost them $200.
And the new God of War supposed to be good as well, isn't that on PlayStation?
Apparently God of War's good. Jess, Calvin's girlfriend, I was talking to her. She was saying that God of War is great. I think she said if you tried God of War, because I was talking to her the other night and she was saying about, she was like, oh, you got to get a console, man. And I was like, nah, but that kind of put the seed in. And I was talking about Last of Us. I was saying, you know, I feel like I missed out on that. And it's obviously not coming to PC ever. And I'd hoped it would be. And Red Dead Redemption as well. But I probably wouldn't bother with Red Dead Redemption now, since Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming out for the PC, probably. So, yeah. Don't know.
Plans continues in that direction.
Yeah, it's a World War II spooky movie. Nazis making crazy experiments. They make Nazi monsters, something like that. Alright, okay. Interesting. No, I mean do live reactions and play scary games again for us to watch. Oh, is that what you mean, Sam? Oh my god. What a misunderstanding. I didn't realise that's what you meant. I'm sorry. Here's me faking reactions like an idiot. Totally thinking that was really what you wanted. Oh my goodness. I know what you meant, man. No. Well, yeah. Maybe. I mean, I haven't ruled it out. I might do some scary games at some point. But I've been saying that for the last 2 years, so take that with a pinch of salt all you want. I just don't enjoy playing them. But, yeah. You never know. Someday, maybe I'll go back. Right, Last of Us is really good. Recent playthrough. Yeah, I mean, no one I've spoken to says it's shit, so I'm assuming it's amazing.
What?
Last of Us. Any news
Have you
about the
seen
sequel? No, I haven't. I avoided everything about it. I know that there's I know what kind of monsters there are. I've never
Last of
really.
Us 1, yeah.
Is there a second one?
It's coming out.
Oh wait, yeah, no, I haven't
2019.
seen it, but I'm talking about Last of Us 1.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, I've heard. Obviously, yeah, I've heard it's good, and I know that what kind of monsters are in it. I maybe have seen like 3 seconds of one of the monsters, and I just
Desert to
avoided
the
all the gameplay footage. What
Desert to the north, I think.
is that? Right. Well, we're continuing this for now, and then we'll turn back. Let's do another beacon. Aye. But yeah, Last of Us.
I like the story of it as much as anything. But the game
Yeah,
is cool.
I mean, I'm imagining there's a great story because you know it's so well received. Any news about the sequel? What sequel, Olivia? About To Last of Us, you mean? Yeah, I don't know. What the hell was the other movie? I don't know. We could get a joint one. A joint console.
It's just not right.
Who gets to keep it when we break up, though? That's what I'd want to know. I mean, you know what I mean? How do you decide that? How do you decide that, Katie? Think, woman.
Yeah, the one gets to pay alimony.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, exactly.
This is a big plans.
Oh goodness. Oh god, Sam's gonna stalk us. He's at South Shields. That's not far away. I better not take the piss. Oh. Hi, Panda. Welcome.
This is big plans. It continues all the way over there through the snow. Yeah.
Jesus, well, hey, that's all good. It's all good. I'll put a beacon here as well for shits and giggles, so we can track where we've been. Oh, he's studying. Oh, fair enough. Geordies are alright. This, I hate the chavs. I mean, I'd have the chavs sterilised, but apart from that, yeah, Geordies are friendly people, like. The nice ones, anyway. The nice ones are nice. The nice ones are friendly. Oops. Yeah, use the axe.
It's Sam's birthday, apparently.
Ah, happy birthday. Oh. Birthdays, man. I didn't get it. It's just... Once you get past, well, I'd say 30, what's the point?
You know, my last birthday, it was my birthday, and I didn't know until fucking someone said it to me. I was like, oh shit, my birthday.
Well, that is weird. I mean, that is weird.
I completely forgot the date.
How did you forget the date of your own birthday? That is weird.
It wasn't that. I just didn't really pay attention to the date for the last couple
of
days.
Okay.
If you see...
yeah, I get what you're saying. But
that's the first time that's happened to me.
That is weird. That's still weird, though, because... I mean, well, yeah. I'm usually aware of the date within a few days, though. And I'd know my birthday was coming up.
But when you've got like a job, you know what I mean. You pay attention a bit. Shift job.
I suppose. 24. Well, you know, just another year. It's arbitrary. You know, once you like bear in mind that time is invented by humans. Doesn't really, it's just an arbitrary time. It's like, oh, you're celebrating 365 and a quarter days since every yeah, it's like you have an arbitrary celebration every 365 and a quarter days. It's like, why not 300? You know, you're celebrating the amount of time it's taken for the Earth to revolve around the sun and get back to where it was. It just doesn't make sense. You know, like if you detach yourself from the whole tradition, it doesn't make sense. Why are you celebrating that one day? It's weird. You know, don't get me wrong. I like presents if it's something I actually need. But then again, that's another subject. You know, it's like when you get to my age, if you need anything, I just go out and buy it. If I ever need anything if I ever come across something that I want, or if I think of something I need, I'll go out and buy it. No one can generally buy it for us because usually it's something technology related, and whoever would be buying it for me wouldn't know the right one to get. So it's like, yeah. I mean, my mother said, "Oh, I don't know what you want for Christmas." I'm like, "Well, you don't need to get anything. Like, it's just, you know, just get like little bits of crap, just so we've got something to open on Christmas morning, just for the like the bants. And otherwise, it's just buying crap you don't need, you know, for the sake of it. Right, we should turn back and head east, shouldn't we?
Yeah, I've just started buying hampers of little bits of food for people now.
That's not bad, yeah,
Sounds
that's
quite
alright.
nice.
Like, I mean, consumables are obviously always good because everyone needs to eat. So, you know, you can't really go wrong with something like that, a hamper or whatever. I mean, you know, oh, hello. Yeah, I mean, obviously, then, you know, I mean, my mother usually ends up getting us a load of chocolates and sweets and all that stuff. And I'm just like, well, thanks, but, oh, God, I've got to eat all this chocolate. And then I ended up like getting fatter. It's just not fun. I haven't got you anything yet, Katie. I've got one idea for something. Can we have a limit though? Sir, do you like ducks? Do I like ducks? Well, I mean, no more than any other animal, really. Yeah, Katie, let's send, you know, like a tenner. Well, no, 20, because the anniversary was a tenner. Christmas. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! 20 quid. A theme of bells. Pfft, I don't know. But yeah, 20? 100? Fucking hell. You think I'm made of money? Jesus. I'm not a software developer, you know. Oh, wait. Yes, I am. Well, I'm not a fucking apprentice, so makes a big difference. But yeah, there's a pink sheep over there. Right, there's the beacon. So we've come through here roughly. So let's. Although actually, yeah, we didn't go the other way, did we? So yeah, 100 quid. Right, is that the limit then? 100 quid. I mean, obviously, I was joking about 20. I was thinking about 100. Can we? Any mods? Yeah, better than wolves. Check the description and you'll see what it's all about. It's very complicated and it's a very big mod. It's essentially a total conversion of the game, so yeah. You're joking? Don't spend 100. Wow. Okay, that's my kind of girl. What's the limit then? 50. You want to say 50? 50 quid seems fine. Oh my god. 100 quid of sushi. Oh, now that is a Christmas present. Jesus. Let's go to Sin Sushi and spend 100 quid. Fuck it. No way. I couldn't justify that, like. Not even at Christmas. Right, here's the desert. Anyway. Any Jews? No. No, there's no Jews in Minecraft. We've got plenty gold though, so you know, keep an eye out. You never know; they might be coming over the hills. I mean, who knows? Crazy Jews. That's crazy Jews.
Yes, it is.
Where?
North.
Fucking, I'm ahead of yous. How the hell? It's not right. There it is. Right, come on.
So far,
Potatoes.
Pretty fucking small.
Potatoes.
Oh, man, overloaded.
Oh no, there's wheat, there's crops, definitely crops. I meant jewelry. What? All right, well, forget what I said then. You know, forget what I said. Any Jews? That's great. Water next time you go through it, you drown. What? Water next time you go through it, you drown. Alright, okay. Hey, this... It's fucking wheat again, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bastards! Alright, let's kill him. It was Bucksville.
That's
Murder,
the
death,
smallest village I've ever seen.
I think that is. Is that just one building? I think that officially is the smallest. That takes the award. Let's go kill its lone occupant. Fucking prick. Fucking prick. Oh, he's outside. Fucking prick. Yep, fucking prick. I cannot believe it. It's so upsetting. Right, okay.
It'd be funny if we found potatoes in a village this tiny.
Yeah, that would be funny. Right. Where do we want to go? Do we see over there to the southeast?
I don't think so. I think we haven't been here before.
Well, we kind of came from the southeast. We went southwest from the southeast, I think, because I saw the beacon as we were walking up through here. So we're probably not going to find anything down there, but I mean, we could have a quick look.
Should we follow the desert around to around the left of the
jungle? You want to go north?
Like,
yeah, all right, let's do that then. Definitely not been
just
there.
do like a circle around to the north.
The big noises kill him. Currently downloading Fear. Going to find some mods. Alright. Are you Irish or are you rich? No and no.
What's he fucking talking about?
I have no idea. These are very specifically weird questions. But no, I'm not Irish. Although some people have asked if I'm Irish before. Like I think I've got this twang.
Yeah,
to people who don't know the accents very well.
Sound a bit Irish.
Well, a little bit. Mine do, I think, sometimes. But no, I'm not. I'm not Irish, and I'm certainly not rich. No.
Well, we've found another temple.
Have we? Where?
Just up the sand, straight over the sand.
Straight over the what?
I went down the river on a boat. Straight east.
Towards the jungle.
Straight east. Yeah, I'm sort of past the jungle now.
The jungle goes what?
You know where we were, and the jungle was sort of east and northeast.
Yeah.
I've gone around the south side of that jungle. Like I basically went straight east down that river.
Oh, so you've gone the wrong way then, because we've gone north.
Oh right. Oh well.
Do you want to come back here, or should we come around there?
Shall I plunder this temple quickly and then come back, or?
Is it a desert temple?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
My plan was to sort of go around the jungle, if you see what I mean, like on the far side of it, and then hoop back north.
I mean, we could just go within because it's jungle and snow forest further north from it.
Yeah, it is. But we want to head west, don't we? Really, we want to keep heading west. So ideally, that's that's the wrong way. Just let him do that, and we'll come back. My mom just died from.
You don't know I've got some fucking weirdos on YouTube.
You do. Fucking freaks. I'm about to go to a Fortnite channel. Oh, well, what? Go then. Because if you're the kind of person who likes Fortnite, there you go. That's for you. No, I'm too intelligent to fall for childish pranks like that. Yeah, I know, Katie, man. I'm not stupid. Come on. Jesus. Have some bloody faith. Right. Come on, hurry up. Loot that temple.
I'm done. I'm out.
And you heading back to the village?
Aye. I mean, yeah, because the jungle keeps going east for a long way. So.
Yeah. And we'll just cross the river and just go straight west from there. Through that forest, hopefully, because it looks like the snow to the north, so we'll just head west.
Yeah, I wouldn't even call that a village.
I guess it's a hamlet. That's what that is. It's a house.
It's kind of
It's a
like my
hermit's
house.
house. It's a hermit's house in the middle of nowhere.
It's my house. With a
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. Did you know there are temples? Are there? Not expecting women views. Well, we've got Katie, so she's a woman. We've got Olivia, she's a woman, so... Aye, what do you think of that, eh? I pull all the women into my channel. All 2 of them. We're across the river from that village. You might want to... Oh, actually, yeah. Once you get the village, log out and log back in, because, you know...
How close can you see the village?
Yeah, we're right across the river from it.
North of it, or...
Yeah, we're just a little bit north.
I'm sailing
right across the river. Alright, okay, that's fine then. You'll see us.
Goes all the way
We're on the riverside.
I'll put a torch on the bank.
You'll see. Well, yeah, actually, yeah, there's torches there, so you should... Well, we should see you
the
boat
beacon.
anyway. Alright. Oh. Oh, you've gone up the wrong river.
Ah.
We're on the river to the west of
Right,
the
okay.
village, yeah. There you go. To your left.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's just weird.
Right, a bit.
Cool. Right.
Couple more diamonds in there. Nothing else.
Is that all? Nothing else? No gold?
Sorry, yeah, 5 things of gold, but I had to drop something. Yeah.
How does the gold then? Cheers.
I've got 6 enchanting tables, and that's, you know,
That
in
is
addition
nuts.
to sticks. I'm pretty sure sticks has like 4 or 5.
I was going to say, it feels like we've done more than 6 temples. Is that just 6 for tonight then?
Yes.
Jesus. And we did about 4 or 5 the other night, didn't
so
we?
We're coming away with like 10.
That's
enchanted tables.
crazy.
That's more
I've
than
never
we've
known. Yeah, that is. That's nuts. Can't believe how lucky we've been with temples. Why is Mesh the pimp that gets the gold? Well, because I'm the pimp. Potato famine, aye. That's it, aye. That feeds into the Irish, doesn't it? So, potato famine. Oh, watch out for the chasm.
It's just forest and more forest. Then
Yeah,
snow forest.
now, yeah. But let's push on. I mean, Jesus, how far are we away from spawn though?
We probably might as well log out, you know, again, out in the world. It's already 11.
Oh, fuck, is it? Jesus Christ. How the hell is it 11 already? That is nuts. Crazy. Hi, Kenshiro.
Is that desert straight through
Yeah, I was
to the
thinking
west?
To the west.
Yeah, straight ahead.
Cool.
Ow.
Oh, yeah. Watch out, cows. Oh, yeah. That looks like desert. Right, nice big desert. Come on.
If we end the stream without potatoes, I'm going to be upset.
I'm going to be upset as well, yeah.
Should we just
Not gonna
keep adventuring until we get them?
Yeah, I
Even-
don't want to. I don't think we could
Yeah.
face the villagers if we went home without potatoes. They'd be like, "Where the fuck have you been?" You know what I mean? And then we kill them.
Well, good news, there's planes.
Oh, that's yeah. I tell you, aye, plains with desert, it seems to go a lot. Right, okay, well, let's put a beacon here so we'll, know what we're... Planes to the south, is it?
No, it's just west. Yeah. Oh. I can see planes, but I can see jungle immediately after. So it can't be very big planes.
Okay, alright, okay. Would you stream the PS4? Maybe, if I figured out how to do it.
You'd have to buy a capture card, like.
Oh, would you? Fuck that shit, man. Jeez. Can't just hook it up to the PC or something. Just do that.
Might be somewhere, yeah.
Surely you could well, yeah, that would be common. Yeah, that would be part of buying a capture card, I guess. I was gonna say, surely you can get something that you can plug the PlayStation into, and then it would hook up into, open up into OBS on the PC, and you can stream it via that. But that would probably be something that you have to buy. So, shame.
And your decent standard capture card for 1080p 60 FPS is still 150 quid or something.
Fuck that shit. That's ridiculous.
You might be able to get a cheaper one that can handle a 720 for quite a bit cheaper, but I haven't really looked. So...
That's bollocks. That's bollocks. It should just do it. It should just It should just do it. I mean, seriously, they're trying to boast about their consoles. You know, it should just stream. Then I probably wouldn't stream then, because there's no way I'm having £150 on just a card to stream. Unless everyone wants to donate the money to buy one, but I wouldn't ever ask anyone to do that because I'd rather have the 150 quid. Yeah, but no, we're turning back. Yeah, I'm assuming. Yeah, because yeah, what a waste of money. I'm sorry, but what a waste of money. And I mean, that's the thing. Like, the only reason I haven't really bought a console is because I wouldn't want to buy anything for the console that's actually out for the PC, because the PC's just better, hands down. Sorry, but it's true. You know, the only reason I'd want it is for the console exclusives, which I would want to play, which at the minute is obviously Last of Us, and this God of War that is apparently good, that I don't know anything about.
The servers
and I
are
might
like
not even enjoy. I don't know. Is it?
Well, for me, animals are like freezing and then teleporting and.
Right. Are you excited for the Zen chapter for Black Mesa? Ah, but I've never played Black Mesa.
Is it just an HD remake of Half-Life 1?
Yeah,
I think I've got it
so.
actually.
I've got it. I just never actually played it.
I actually replayed Half-Life 1, the absolute original, about 6 months ago for the live stream.
I remember.
It was actually
I remember watching Mac play that in the internet cafe. That was when I first came out. I watched him play it, and I was getting scared. I was screaming. That's how he found out that I get scared at games, and he'd never seen anything like it. And they made me sit down and play for a bit, and I was screaming. Everyone was gathered around the PC. This was my first Let's Play, and it was in 1998, I think. Well, when Half-Life came out, and it was there was about 10 people gathered around the computer watching us, because it was in an internet cafe, and I worked there. And they just found it hilarious. I was just sitting playing Half-Life, screaming.
Half-Life does have some jump scares.
It does, yeah, it does. I mean, I'm not embarrassed. Well, I'm not embarrassed anyway, but yeah, it does, But Half-Life and yeah, Zen. The problem with the Zen place, you kind of you became detached.
Oh,
you couldn't relate to it, because like you were used to like going through like these towns and do, well, you know, the areas and stuff. And then when you went to Zen, it just went completely nuts. Like the gravity, you could jump high. Oh, more planes, I think. And it was just unrelatable. And it was too far removed. And I think that was the problem everyone had. That was the general consensus. It was just like, no, didn't like it. So yeah. What was he putting there, Hungry?
Just spamming with this is lame and this is. I was getting bored.
Oh, he was saying it was lame. Oh, he started. He was chatting, wasn't he? He turned out to be a dick.
He just said lame. This is boring or something.
Ah, right. Oh, well,
I
fuck
think he
off
was talking
then.
about
Like,
Half-Life.
oh, was he? Was he talking about Half-Life?
I think it was. It's hard to tell with Robert.
Oh yeah, I think he. Oh, was he spamming? Was he? Oh, right, okay. Oh well. Oh, fire. Right, more planes. Okay, so let's go west, but then with the idea of maybe coming back and going north because. Although actually not. Is it snow north? I can't see that far.
Snow north.
Even past
forest
those
west.
planes there.
Yeah, there's a tree on top.
Right. Okay. All right. Okay. West then. Jesus.
I think that's straight into forest.
Wow. Look at that. What to the west? Ah,
Yeah.
shit.
How about we go north? I mean,
Should we
surely
just keep going north? We've
surely
got to
we're
be
far
out of
enough
the
west.
Yeah, we've got to be. We've got to be, man. We've been going. Should I do a little cheat and do / location to see where we are? With
What will that tell you?
tells you your coordinates.
How does that help you?
Well, it'll tell us how many thousands of blocks we are
Right.
away from spawn, and we can probably guess that would be out of range.
Well, yeah,
So-
I mean, I have no objection to that. We are almost certainly far enough away.
Jesus. Yeah, we're 11,000 blocks away. Yeah, we've got to be out of the range now.
Jesus, straight north there's a jungle past the snow forest.
Right, okay.
Do we go west then, around that jungle?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Oh, wow, careful. Jesus Christ. I mean, it's not that bad, but wow. Are you a fan of the Hitman series? Did you buy Hitman 2? Well, Hitman 2's free, isn't it?
Demo is.
Ah, right, that's what it is then. Okay, because I mean, it's on my wish list, and it came up as free, and I was like, free? What the fuck? Like, how? Must be riddled with microtransactions. So yeah, I didn't download it. I have Hitman. I mean, I played Hitman Absolution and loved it. Thought that was great. And then the other Hitman came out, the one that was like released in episodes, you know, kind of things. I got it, but I haven't played it. I haven't played it. I will someday, but it's just on the list of many, many games to play. Hi, weird. It forces you to play online. Oh, what a load of shite. Fucking bullshit. I'm getting sick of games that do that. What are our thoughts on Fallout 76 anyway? Did we discuss this the other night?
A bit,
I know I
think.
mentioned it the other night, but I can't remember what you said.
I mean, as soon as they described it as like a multiplayer Fallout, I knew it was going to be shit.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah, I
can't
was
be good
expect-
without the NPCs. And as soon as they said there's no NPCs, that's it. Fuck
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I know. I was expecting it to be bad, but I didn't really take into account the sheer laziness of the developers to just use the same engine yet again.
I think they're just sort of building upon the battle royale craze of the past couple of years.
Yeah.
The
They are.
multiple-
100%. Of course they are.
It somehow
you
looks
know.
worse to me.
Worse than what? Fallout 4?
Yeah. Graphically, even.
Yeah, it does seem. I think I know what you mean there. Actually, yeah. I mean, either way, it just doesn't look like it has the charm of the other Fallouts because you lose something when you take the NPCs and that interaction out. I think.
So what do you do then? Like, what is there?
Well, your quests come from holologs and
planes and
robots. Northeast.
Yeah, I think so.
Aye, turn northeast. Yeah. So
Do you
but
find
it's
these
just,
tapes in the world, or
I think so. Yeah, they're just riddled with.
And is the whole
it's
game
riddled with
basically just
bugs, though.
loot and killing ghouls and monsters and shit?
Well,
and you can
you've got the multiplayer kind of aspect as far as I'm aware. Like you can take over places and build some defenses, but the videos I've seen, it's bugged to absolute high heavens. So it was
like
difficult to
most
tell.
of the fun is setting off a nuke somewhere, and
Yeah.
you need rad gear to be able to go.
I don't know. Well, apparently, this actually. Well, I don't want to say it impressed me because that's a strong word when describing this. But oh shit. But someone said that a lot of people just don't get the fact that it's not supposed to be a multiplayer game. It's a co-op game. So obviously people are going in thinking battle royale, but apparently not. It's
Is there
more...
PvP? You can kill each other because if you can,
I
people are
think
going to be
can.
treating it just like a battle royale. Do you know what I mean?
They are, but there's only 24 people to a server, and the world is just as big as like Fallout 4. Probably not. That's probably not true, but you know, essentially, like you're looking at that kind of size. So I mean, one guy was saying that he played in the server for like 2 or 3 hours and saw one person for about 10 minutes.
It's either beach, but I can see a bit of sand straight east, by the way.
Right, okay. It's probably a beach, to be honest. I never played Blood Money. Yeah. I loved Fallout 4, and I will defend it to my dying breath.
I actually never finished it. I didn't do the final big
No, did you not?
quest.
More plains to the east, and desert,
More
actually.
planes to the north as well. Should have put a beacon.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's go north.
At this point, plains is
northwest.
probably more preferable to desert.
Yeah. Right, from what I've seen, Fallout 76 is like vanilla Minecraft multiplayer, pretty much. Oh, okay. What's your thoughts on the Rage 2 game? A game no one really asked for. I thought I liked Rage. I've never played Rage, so I can't really comment too much. No.
Is that like a first-person shooter, sort of MMO,
It's all about...
sort of a game?
No, I think it's a single-player game. Oh, it's a Witch's Hut. Should we get that?
Where's the hut?
Right in front of us. Behind you, down behind this tree.
I don't have any arrows or anything.
I have. Anyone else got bow and arrow?
Yeah, but I've got shitty arrows.
You got shitty arrows, right? Okay. Well, okay. Don't bother then, to be honest, because it'd be better just me shooting.
There's another one to the left.
Yeah. Stole your arrows. Come on then, someone get in there and get it. Oh well, I'll go then.
I was looking for another witch.
Alright.
Shoot her in.
Alright, west into the plains over there.
Let's just climb the plains.
What mod pack is this? It's in the description. It's a big one. Total conversion, basically. Hey, Pablo, that's a single player oriented, was using the awful engine Wolfenstein New Order had. Oh, right. Okay. Never played Wolfenstein New Order either. Oh, shit! Fucking hell. Totally forgot about that. Keep to the north.
I'm just going to quickly run northeast and see if I can see anything in the distance, if it's worth going.
Right, okay. Is this the latest version with placeable buckets and all that malarkey? Yeah, you can place buckets. There. But this isn't actually the latest version. He released another version today. And I haven't installed that yet because I only found out about that tonight. So I'll install that for the next stream. That makes there's now 2 kinds of gearboxes. One of them's made with the redstone latch and the gold, and the other one's made with an axle, and it can't be turned on and off with redstone power. So it's like an early game gearbox, which is kind of cool. They have lightning rods in now as well, which is canny. I've been asking for that for a while. Yeah, and there's a couple of other things as well. So yeah, it should be canny. Did you go northwest? Is that you?
Northeast.
Northeast.
Yeah, it looked like it continued, but it might have been against the edge of ocean. It looked a bit small.
Should we just go that
We're
way
gonna
then?
go
Because
back
we
anyway,
put a beacon. We're gonna go back anyway, isn't it? Isn't there a desert? Ah, there was more plains to the east, wasn't there? Right. Okay. Does it have the same spacing? 3/1. I don't know what you mean.
It means 3 axles, 1 gearbox.
Oh right, yeah. Oh, and you now can't rotate gearboxes if they've got axles plugged into them, which is
You got to rotate them first.
Yeah, you got to rotate them in place and then plug the axles in. So, aye, interesting. And they've got a different visual as well. So you know, texture time. Still haven't finished the buckets because it's going to be a nightmare to do, but yeah, I might see if I can work on it a bit over the weekend because I've got Sunday off. Well, I have Sunday off every week. That's the only day off, so I might have a work through that. I might leave the buckets for now and see if I can get the other textures done. I don't know how many new textures are in. I know there's a new texture for the gearbox, which shouldn't take that long to do, to be honest. Well, I don't know. I'll probably spend an hour on it. But then there's the lightning rods. There's lightning rods in it now. There's gold lightning rods and, well, the iron lightning rods are still in, but they're made with iron now instead of soul forged steel. But they probably still look the same, so I can just leave them.
And what's the difference between diamond, between gold and iron?
I think the iron ones are just they're just aesthetic. They've purely been left in for the aesthetic because they look good as candle holders. And he made the specific mention that now that torches burn things, candle holders now have become kind of a viable option because they weren't before. Right, let's turn around and go back. Because candles don't start fires, so that might be something that we want to consider. We could have like candles in the corners on rods, lightning rods. Although they're not called lightning rods. I don't know what they're called actually. Do we still? It's called a lightning rod in this, and it's still made with soul forged steel. So yeah, that'll change.
Yeah, I think they're iron spikes now.
They're called iron spikes, are they? All right. Right. Okay. I've been blanking on the bucket texture myself. Oh, are you Ion? So now I know Ion had a different name on YouTube. But the bucket texture, no, I've got a texture for the bucket sorted. Don't think I can really. So I had a picture. I've got a picture in our Discord.
You can link the Discord.
Ah, Derivation Omega. All right, you can link the Discord, can you? Copy link. Paste link. Wow, really? That works. That is good. That's impressive. I like. Hey, Discord becoming better and better every day. Alright, so that's my work in progress for the bucket. I've just essentially taken the cistern and I've kind of just altered it slightly just to make it fit a smaller bucket. I just thought like I kind of went with the thing. So yeah, I've done that. But Flower Child, I mean, I like the guy, but he doesn't always take texturing into consideration when he makes these blocks. His UV mappings are sometimes really off, like in bad ways. I've never said no because at the end of the day I'm not going to criticize him. You know, it's not like he charges anyone for this mod, so you know it's fair play. But yeah, I've had to do in the past. I've had to do a few fancy texture hacks to kind of get around his UV mapping and stuff. But
where have we
yeah,
been?
and what? Sorry,
Where have we been? 'Cause our beacon's back to the west over there on the hill, but I don't know where we've been and where we haven't been.
we're coming over here. This is where we should. This is where we were going to come over. That's why the beacon was there, to come into this desert and go south potentially.
That's another temple.
Is it?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man!
Is it like up to the amount of temples you can find?
Is it a temple? I can't see. I can't see anything.
Yeah.
So I've there's some of the texturing I've had to do fancy things, but yeah, the buckets are an absolute nightmare. Like from what I can see, because they tip up onto the side, and I'm gonna have to have different textures for every direction that they tip, which is just upsetting. It's upsetting. I'm gonna have to check every single metadata, because they can tip up onto they can be upright, they can be upside down, they can be on the side facing south, west, north, and east, and I think that's it. And I'm gonna obviously have to texture each one individually. So each way they're facing. So say obviously the one that's tipped on its side facing north, I'm gonna have to texture the top, the sides, the bottom, and the inside for every single way it's facing. Fuck on. But it's just and that's what I'm putting off. Just can't be arsed. The liquid. Yeah, the liquid. The liquid. I was hoping to put movement rings, but I don't know if it'll work given how the custom 3D objects stretch textures. What do you mean? I don't know what you mean.
Backing up.
You want an expanding drip?
4 gold down here.
Is there?
Just a little bit behind this. This is a shit.
Right, just come back. I'm not even bothering coming down. Just come back up if you can, and I'll take the gold off you.
I nearly blew it up then.
Did you?
I was just careless. I'm like, I don't even care anymore. And a couple of blocks landed right next to the trapdoor.
Yeah. Right. You mean that? Do you mean like when you tip the water out? Because that's a work in progress. The feature's not finished, and it looks wrong when it tips out of the bucket. It just doesn't pour properly. So. Or do you mean something else? Or do you just mean the liquid resting in the buckets?
Here's the gold.
Because yeah, cheers. Because the water is animated by default. Obviously, you'll have seen that. But the chocolate milk and the milk isn't. And as for the animation, I'll probably just use the one he's used. I don't really care that much about that. Maybe I'd use the water animation that I've already got in the texture pack, and then I just recolor it. Depending on how watery it is, like I'd recolor it for the chocolate and the milk, and the cement I'd probably just leave as it is, using the standard cement thing I've got. Yeah, the other stuff's static. Yeah, I don't know. Are we gonna have to loop around and go back on ourselves? Because
we should probably go. You know that jungle on the left. We should probably go around that and then swoop north again. We're still.
We're not swooping south, because I mean we can see.
Yeah.
We can't see far in the desert. You know what I mean?
I can see snow forest.
To the east.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's head south then.
There's snow forest on both sides. Both sides.
Yeah. Okay. Aye. Did you go AFK?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Right. We've just gone south east.
Okay.
We've gone east essentially, and we're just hugging. Back and teleport you. I didn't realise you went AFK. Hey. So to explain, you know the rippling rings you get in puddles and stuff. I wanted some of that. Well, I mean, because the water is he's animated the water more automatically, but I haven't tried What do you mean by stretching it then? Because as far as I'm aware, it doesn't stretch the texture when it's animated in the bucket. I don't think it does. It doesn't show the whole texture because obviously you know you can have a foot. You can have a foot. What's the matter?
There's another temple, man. I mean, for fuck's sake.
Man, what a joke.
It might be the one that I went to earlier.
Oh right, yeah.
Probably
maybe.
not though. No, I don't think it is.
It looks covered in snow.
Where? Oh, that one over there. Right.
Might as well plunder it. I mean.
Well, yeah, of course. Yeah. Hi, Zunder. Aye, but the texture's not stretched because it's just a very small. The original anvil stretched textures. Are you sure? Because I never actually textured the original anvil, the Better Than Wolves anvil, but I did texture the Soul Forge. And that is a perfect example of some weird UV mapping. Because the Soul Forge on the north and the east sides is fine. But then if you place the Soul Forge so it's going north and south, then the texture is reversed in tiny, in one like segment. There's a few pixels of the texture that's reversed in multiple places. It's ridiculous. Once you realize it, once you realize what's happened, it's like it's basically a bug. That in his UV mapping. I don't know how the UV mapping's done in Minecraft. I don't know, but in thingy, but yeah, it was a bug, and I had to that was one of the things I had to account for when I was making textures. I had to flip part of the texture, and it took a load of testing, and it made it so much harder to do. But yeah. But I don't know about the original one. I've never come across stretched textures. I didn't think that could happen. Weird. Cheers, Miguel. Ah, Zunder from Spain. Well, welcome. How we doing down there?
Nearly there, I think.
Yeah.
How many tables we got now?
I've got 8 honours.
Fucking hell, that's ridiculous. You've got the one from in here as well, have you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get the powder cakes from the last one?
Oh no, I didn't.
Powder kegs hungry. You gonna get the powder kegs?
Yeah, I've got them.
Any diamonds
Cool.
in there?
Have you made it safe?
Yeah. 17 gold.
Nice.
That's it.
Right. Okay. Cool. And you've got the. You got the. Oh shit! Hey. You got the powder kegs, aye?
Yeah.
Reet.
Yeah, I'll carry the powder cakes. I've already got 40 on me.
Aye, just give me the gold. Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh, for fuck's sake!
That's right.
Oh,
Where are you, Helen?
there's a village.
Oh,
We can see it from the temple. I don't know how we didn't see that.
That's.
Just you.
Probably had our eyes on the.
Oh, I can see you.
Which direction?
South. Away from the snow forest.
South. Right.
Can't see much from here though. It's looking pretty small.
Oh, you mean west? No,
No,
shit.
south.
Oh, I'm totally disoriented. Wow, I thought. Okay. Is it not one we've already been to?
Possibly.
We should
It's
leave
hard to tell,
torches on
really.
top of the buildings. Where are you guys?
I've actually got no more torches left.
You got no more.
No, if I find some coal, I'll.
I've got.
Yeah.
Well, they just make shitty torches, don't they?
Right, true.
Here you are. There's a few here.
Come on,
Come on,
potatoes.
potatoes. Come on.
We might.
I'm not gonna
be
have time to
flying
get
in
home tonight, like, because if we find potatoes, I'm logging off. because it's 11:30. So yeah, I feel like we've been here. You know, I feel like we've been here.
I don't, but I've got a
Oh
feeling like there's no potatoes.
I have a feeling there's no crops whatsoever.
Yeah. Well, there's wheat. I can see. No, never mind.
No.
Come on, potatoes. Just fucking.
Fucking come on. Nah. There's nout, you know. There's nout, unless it happens to be on the other side. Fucking bastards, come on. Nah, there's nout, you scumbags! Seriously? What the fuck?
More.
What the
Quite a lot of
fuck?
iron in the thing.
How much?
Well, there's a piece of armor and a sword and shit.
Alright, cool. I mean, cool.
We've got 83 books now, so we're doing pretty good.
Yeah,
What have we got
obviously,
for the enchanter?
Oh, we've got 60
not.
back home, haven't we? No, we haven't actually.
No,
We've
we've
got
got
about
none
50.
back home, and we need like 18 or something for the.
We do have some back home. We've got some on the. We've got the enchanter at Yoloswag. That's got 30.
It's not complete.
Right.
The one. Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Yoloswag, yeah, and then yours is half complete, isn't it? You know, so we've got about 40 bookshelves plus the 80. It's 120. So we've got enough to get a Fernal enchanter going. We'll need more.
Should we go south east? It looks like desert or plains might be behind those hills.
Can do. I don't even know where we're going now. I don't even know
yeah.
where we've been. I don't know. Did you check the desert well? No, we don't need it. There's nothing in there that we could possibly need.
Emptied.
Yeah. As I like you, I'm going to donate €100. Oh, go on then, Zunder. Because, not to be rude or anything, but I've heard that story before. Hey. But, you know, hey, feel free. I haven't had a donation for ages. I'm going to set up those, you know, have you seen Storpy's thing? He gets donated all the time. He's got these little alerts that come up when he gets donated to. Just like, if that's all it takes, then Jesus, I should set some up myself. Make some money out of all of yous. You know what I mean? Jesus, pay your way for once. He's so much more polite than I am, though. I mean, fucking, you know, probably why he gets donated to. I'm just a tosser. He's so unbelievably appreciative when people donate, and he's so friendly to the people that join, and I just rip the piss out of them. It's great. Nah, now here.
Should we go somewhere else, north or something? I don't know where we've been.
I don't know where we've been, and
should we just go straight like north? With
yeah,
a bit
let's
of
go
east?
straight.
Tiny bit of east.
Let's go straight. Yeah, let's do that. That basket of random stuff. Yeah, but those baskets only really contain hemp seeds or flasks. Flasks.
Unless they change the further we go.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Never thought about that, but I doubt it. I doubt they do. Unless Weird knows something we don't. And yeah, I'm gonna have to go. I mean, I can't stay longer than 12. As soon as midnight hits, we've got to log off again. I'm sorry. Can't believe I've got almost nearly 2 stacks of gold though. That's crazy. I should have made the rest of this gold at that village. I should have made the rest of this gold into blocks. Never mind.
I'm just gonna sort of go through the trees.
Aye, get on the boats. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's. I mean, yeah, I think there is something else. I don't know what it is. Maybe reeds. But yeah, generally you're looking at those two things: hemp seeds and flasks. So.
I don't like being on the sand when there's a giant thing.
Wow, that is a giant thing. Wow, Jesus. Okay.
Sand looks weird in the swamp.
It does, like, yeah, it's weird. Do you play any other multiplayer games besides Minecraft and PlanetSide 2? World of Warcraft? Don't know why that's funny, but yeah, I suppose it is.
It's just the same three for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, it is. Like, nothing new. I try and do new things, but I mean, I tried to get in that PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, didn't happen. I played the beta of Tarkov, Escape from Tarkov.
Maybe
and
we should play more games. Maybe we should give Destiny 2 a try or something.
Well, I'm not convinced. Like, I saw a video of it, it just looks console-y. Styx admitted to that it was a bit console-y, but he did enjoy it. I mean, he said he reached the point where you start having to buy the expansions or something, and I was like, that'd be right.
A friend of mine who's is one of those sorts of people that you can completely trust him. He apparently got permanently banned, and he's sort of going back and forth with support, just figuring out what the fuck. Because he bought all the expansion stuff, and he got banned for literally no reason, apparently.
That's ridiculous.
And he really isn't the sort of guy who would ever cheat.
Yeah.
It's just not in him.
Yeah. That sucks. It's ridiculous though that they can just do that. And then what kind of, you have no power. It's like not regulated at all. Like you know what I mean? There's no one you can complain to and say, by the way, I've paid money for this, and they've just completely screwed me over. That's not right. I feel like we're heading into a dead end here. Like.
Yeah.
Oh no! Well, we'll go and work our way around.
We came from the northwest where we're going. Just go
I know.
back there.
I know. Yeah, we'll just have to go back there, I suppose. Work our way around. WoW is mostly single player these days. Yeah, you're right. Like, unless you choose to team with friends, which I generally do.
Yeah,
but
I
then again,
can't
at the minute
anymore.
Yeah. But then again, at the minute, we're not really playing it. Like, Liquid's not really into it. None of us are really. I've been persevering and trying to get. I can see a temple. Yeah, I don't know if it's one. We might have been to this one though. I've been trying to get me hunter to level 120. I'm a 115 at the minute.
I've got to care about the story to really care these days, but I don't
really don't. Oh. This expansion's been shit. It's got a torch on that one. We've been there.
As soon as it was obviously Horde versus Alliance, it's just like, they've stopped trying to bring in extra shit, and they're just going back to roots.
Well, I don't mind that. But what I do mind is all the trolls. I'm not interested.
Yeah, that's kind
I'm just
weird.
not
I don't know
interested
why
in
they
trolls.
had to bring that
I have a feeling this expansion might be better as Alliance. I definitely think, because in Alliance always used to complain about like Draenor, and to a lesser extent Legion was like a Horde focused expansion.
Is it?
I think.
Yeah.
I think they've flipped it on this one. I mean, this is just I'm just spitballing right now off the top of my head, but it seems to me that this expansion, I bet it's a completely different experience. Well, obviously it will be, but I bet it's a much more positive experience.
Are the troll zones for both factions? Oh.
No, I don't think so. No, I haven't seen any Alliance. I can't imagine the troll zone. No, because
What's
there's two
the
continents
equivalent on the Alliance.
Well, there's two continents,
race.
Isn't there?
But don't you go questing in both? I thought. And then the troll.
You do, because you go to the other islands to conquer areas and to set up camps.
I never went to the Kultiras zones, whatever it's called.
Well, I've been once because it sends you there. The Thanos Blightcore, or whatever his name is. I never actually did that quest. Well, he sends you there, and it's like a PvP kind of thing. You set up, you kind of take over a place, and it phases in.
We've already been here, by the way. Let's go straight north. I see the beacon. Yeah. Aye.
Oops.
Yeah, that's my last boat.
Do you have a spare? Okay.
Oh, that's a shame. Oh, Someone got a spare to give him?
Aye. Yeah, only one spare though.
I'll have to make another one.
Aye. If we find another village, then make one.
Yeah.
WoW Classic though, the demo looked promising for actual group play. Will be released. Yeah, WoW Classic. I mean, yeah, the demo. Now I'm looking forward to it. Because the demo basically looked exactly like the way it was. It's like they've literally just pulled what version 1.12 and just slapped it in, and that's exactly what I wanted.
There's like 3 talent trees again now, isn't there? 3.
Everything is as it was, as far as I can see. If the I know, I can't wait.
The funny thing is, I never actually played vanilla, but
yeah,
I'm assuming BC wasn't too different.
It was a little bit.
And no looking for group or anything.
You did. Yeah,
not in the beginning though.
Can you guys log out and get in again?
Yeah.
When I joined, I started playing well before the sort of the looking for group feature was out, like a year before that or more.
Right. Well, vanilla. I mean, it was vanilla. There was no. The thing about endgame and vanilla, you could quite comfortably, basically be wearing blues for endgame. Like you just. Right. I mean, unless you were a raider, unless you were like a hardcore, like 40-man molten core raids, you didn't get purples. Like they were actually rare. Epic, very, very, very rare. And I mean, I remember I was a priest, a shadow priest, right? And this is how imbalanced shadow priests were. They melted faces, right? That's what they were called, face melters. Because I could take nearly anyone on. I remember I took on because the rank 14 general for the Alliance, because the way the PvP system was, it was broken, basically. Because it rewarded you for playing more. But not only that, but if you didn't play, it punished you for not playing. And Blizzard took a lot of stick, and they had to change the system because it rewarded people who basically just gave up their lives and played 24 hours a day. Because what it would do is, obviously, the more that you play, the higher the rank you get, the more points you get.
I remember the original PvP.
But if you didn't play, you'd lose points because someone else would gain points. So it would be almost like a percentage-based system. So you had to be the one to play the most, essentially. It was something like that anyway. And there was only one general I think it was per week or per 2 weeks or something. So at the end of the week or 2 weeks or whatever, they did the ranking system. And then whoever, I don't think it was a week. It must have been a month, I think. I can't remember. Someone here might correct us. And one general, high warlord.
Yeah.
Per server, yeah. And the weapon, the epic weapon that you could get for PvP, you could only buy it if you were this general. Wow. So if you were running around one of these weapons, it basically meant that at one point you were the best on the server. Well, I say best in quote marks, because it wasn't as much a measure of skill as it was a measure of how little life you had in IRL. So yeah. But going back to me, what I was saying about the priest, my end game robe was a mooncloth robe. Like it was just a blue.
Is that the one that you
robe.
crafted?
That's the one you can craft with tailoring, yeah. And I had mooncloth pants as well. They were my end game hat was from Diamol. Like it was end game gear. But it was great because gear didn't matter as much. So you could, I took on the High Warlord Warrior as my priest, and it was an even match. Like, if he get the jump on me, then quite often he could probably kill me. But if I got the jump on him, and even sometimes if I didn't, quite often actually, if he got the jump on me, I could still melt his face. It would depend on cooldowns, because obviously warriors can break fear every minute. But if that was on cooldown,
did Classic have diminishing returns on like fear, Warlock's fear, and things like that?
Well, I don't remember when that got introduced, but it didn't always, because I remember going to Red Ridge as a rogue and sapping gnomes over and over again. I'm not kidding you though. Like, sap lasted 45 seconds on a player, so you could sit there and just sap, and it basically became a game of how long you can do it until you get bored. And I remember at one point, and I'm not proud of this really, but I had Macro Tools Works installed, which is like a macro program.
But did you ever think that autos?
I did. I had a thing that auto, and I remember one time I went AFK and I just sat this guy over and over again. I went AFK, not for long. I just went to the toilet, but it was funny. Like I went downstairs to the toilet, and I had a macro just sapping him over and over again. Fucking brilliant! That was great. Oh, hi Ken, welcome. Hi Jan. Life still has the rewards for no life, as though they're called Mythic Plus. These are basically rewards for people who don't have jobs and can grind dungeons all day. Well, I mean, we've done Mythic Plus. We got to Mythic Plus
8 or 9 was our highest.
No, I don't think it was 9.
It was 100% 8 at least, but it might.
Really? Was it 8? Did we actually complete it?
Yeah, I had an 8 keystone, probably.
Right.
7 was.
Oh, we got Mythic Plus 8, but obviously, you know, I mean, obviously, yeah, you'll see it in all lifers and stuff, but when you've got a team of 5 people and you regularly play it together, hi Ronald, I'm only saying your name because you actually said hi first. Normally I wouldn't respond to a request to say the name, so you're very lucky. But yeah, in a team of 5 friends who you actually play regularly with, and the same people, you kind of gear up together. So it's much easier to do mythics with people when you're on Discord and you got all that. Otherwise, yeah, I'd imagine it being a nightmare and something you just have to keep doing and doing, and spend your life basically thingy. But you can. I mean, still, wow. If you've got some friends that play it, it's a much better experience and a much more fluid experience. Because from what Calvin's been saying, he's been trying to do he was asking when we were coming back, because he's been trying to do mythics. Yeah, he does. Yeah, they play together. Well, he wants us to
our group of 5
because they weren't together.
Oh, okay.
Or she didn't have it. No, they weren't together. Or they didn't live together, or she didn't have it, or something. I don't know. She wasn't into it yet. She only got into it after we stopped playing, pretty much, I think. But we're talking about he's wanting to set, like, obviously in WoW Classic he was wanting to know what our plans were, because he wants us to play together. He's got about 6 or 7 friends who were going to play on the Classic server.
Right.
So he was asking like if we want to set up a guild and stuff.
Are they like real life friends or just online friends?
I don't know. Maybe a mixture. I'm not sure. Didn't ask. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, so he's got a team of people who want to play. So potentially, you know, like raids and stuff. Because Skullman's can be a 10-man raid, and not Diamond. Well, Diamond I think can as well, and more importantly, Alderman can be, I think, 10 or 15-man raid. I think it's 10 actually.
Is it a dungeon as well, or is it just a raid?
It's a dungeon, but you can do it in 10 man, so it's technically kind of a go between. You can do it in 5 man.
Can you choose to make it 5 or 10, and does it actually change the difficulty?
I don't think it does. No, I think if you're geared and you're skilled, you can do it with 5 men. But you can also choose to do it with 10 men. Doesn't make any difference as far as I'm aware. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong.
Sounds like a nice challenge.
Yeah, well, if you want to do it in 5 man, Alderman, you're looking at a good 4 hours. Like the raid,
is it the same layout?
The dungeons.
Have they changed it, or was it different?
It's the same layout. Yeah, it's exactly the same layout. But this is why I complain so much, because the dungeons take a fraction of the time. Alderman you can do in what, 15-20 minutes if you got a good team and you're going through it. And no, but back in the day, yeah, you'd have to clear your night and spend the night doing it. Skullman's is the same. You could spend a good 3.5 to 4 hours in Skullman's. But the beauty of it is, right, you have to use all of your skills. Like, you've got to use CC, you've got to be coordinated, you've got to be attacking the right mob at the right time, because the mobs run away. That's another thing. Like, the mobs in the world run away from you. And it can quickly turn into, like, a shitfest, because, especially if you play on your own. If you're playing on your own, because the guy, I was watching the video, and the guy was making us laugh, because he was just like, he was shocked at all the things that I was looking forward to. Like, as he was saying, like, he's playing a mage, and he had to drink after almost every mob. And he was like, I've got to drink after every mob. And I'm like, yeah, you do. And I'm sitting there going, yeah, you do. And he was like, and this mob, he said, what happens is the mobs can even run away when they get on low health. And I was like, yeah, they do. And he was saying, and so they can pull another mob. And if they pull another mob, it can mean lights out. And I was like, yeah, it can. And it was all the way through his video. I was sitting there going, yeah, it can. And yeah, I was getting excited.
But there are a lot of bugs in Classic WoW. Like any game-breaking shit. Like, was there anything that was genuinely not fun?
No. Well, I mean, it was a massive grind. Like some of the things, it was a massive grind. But what? Sorry.
Just Mycelium Island.
Oh, well, yeah, big deal. We don't need it. I can't see anything, obviously. Yeah, I mean, some of the grinds are massive. Like the Argent Dawn grind, from what I remember. I never did it at the time, but that could be a massive thing. But the thing is, with that game, everything in that game, every grind, every quest, every dungeon is easier with a group of friends. And that was the problem. Like, you'd team up with some people, but you wouldn't. But the thing is, before the dungeon finder queue, and before the realms were connected, every realm was individual. You got to know people on the server, you got to know the guilds, and more importantly, you got to hate the people on the other side. You really got to hate them, because, like, this is why I spit in Battlegrounds. It's just a tradition, because I had spit bound to, I still have actually. I always have spit bound to a key. It's bound to equal sign, and you'd spit on people. There was a real rivalry in vanilla, and me and Mac were hated on our realm. We were known to the Alliance. Mornay and Gankdelf. I was Mornay, the Shadow Priest, and he was Gankdelf, the Mage. And we were in a guild called Celebithil, and they were known as Gankers on the thingy. So when we joined them, it was like, holy shit, like, Mornay and Gankdelf have joined Celebithil. Like, we were notorious. It was great fun. And we'd go out ganking quite often to Red Ridge Mountains. That was our favourite place. And we'd just dot people from behind the trees and whatnot, and just watch them die, and it was hilarious. And well, I told you about the time that we closed Scarlet Monastery, didn't I?
Oh, I think you couldn't let anyone in or something.
Well, because obviously when you join a queue, you've got to, you don't join a queue. You basically go to the city and you're like looking for members for Scarlet Monastery. And because Scarlet Monastery is Terrestrial Glades, the Alliance would have to ride. They'd have to fly from Ironforge up to South Shore and ride from South Shore up past Tarren Mill. No, they'd go through Silver. They'd go past Tarren Mill. Oh shit! Shit! Oh no! I'm not looking. I've got a spare. I'm good. Shit. So they'd go up from South Shore. They'd ride through Alterac Mountains, down the other side, cross that lake behind Undercity. I'm good. Let's keep going. Should we just turn east?
Yeah.
Because although actually it still stays.
I know. Yeah, I was going to
say.
Yeah, let's keep going north. Fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah, and they'd cross over that lake, and then they'd ride through Terrestrial Glades up to the thing, and they'd go past the Zeppelin where the Zeppelin got in. So we'd stand there, and we made a forum post one night, and we were like, due to unforeseen circumstances, Scarlet Monastery is close to the Alliance tonight. We'll be patrolling the area just to make sure everyone kind of is aware and is not breaking the curfew and whatever. I don't know how we worded it. And so obviously everyone was coming on saying, get a life, you know, all that. And we were like, yeah, we can't. We don't have time. We're ganking. And every realm had its own forum on the Blizzard forums. So that became, you know, the forum, we had the forum bookmarked as did everyone, because you got to know like the server news and all that stuff. And obviously the AHs weren't connected Horde and Alliance. There's only an AH in Undercity by the... Oh, no, sorry. No Orgrimmar. There's no AH in any other city but Orgrimmar. I don't know if that'll be different. I don't remember when they got added, but yeah. So there's things like that as well. But your mount...
It's in your bag, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, your mount's in your bag. But I mean your mount, how much does it cost? I think it's 100 gold at level 40. Or is it 40 gold? I can't remember how much it costs. But you have to like make a conscious effort to save for your mount. Because there were actually a lot of people at level 60 who still had the level 40 mount. Because you're on foot until you're level 40 as well for a start. And when you get to level 40, a lot of people would be well into their 50s and they couldn't afford their mount. They were still running around on foot. And then there'd be still level 60s who didn't have their epic mount. Like, the epic mount was something that you actually had to save for. Unless, obviously, you were us, you know. If you know how to make money, it's not, you know, it's not rocket science, but, you know, people are retarded. So, yeah, you'd have that. What else? What else is there? Anything else? There'll be loads of little things like that we'll not have thought of, and we'll go through and you'll be like, what the fuck? And I'll be like, oh yeah, that's the case. And it's like little things like that, you know. But I can't think
mods
of
are going to be
top of my
like
head.
for the classic, like UI
That's
mods and shit.
the thing I'm worried about. That's the main thing I'm worried about.
Did you ever use the original actual UI?
Yes, I did when I first started playing, and for a long time after that, I had like click heal, but I still used the vanilla UI, and it wasn't for a while until I switched. All I want is click, and bartender, and pitbull. If they can get those three, and I think they will. Well, I don't know about click. But bartender and pitbull are quite popular mods, so I'd imagine they'll have them out for classic. I hope they do. 100 gold for level 40. What? 1,000? No, it wasn't that much. It wasn't 1,000 gold for your epic mount. 300 maybe. I'm almost certain it wasn't 1,000 though.
It's midnight, by the way. Are we just stopping some?
Yeah. When we hit land, stop.
That could be a while.
Well, we'll go for another 10 minutes, and if it's not, then we'll sort something out. Right. I want to know, was your mount, epic mount, cost in vanilla? Wow. I want to know. I don't think it was 1,000. I'm sure it wasn't.
People are saying 1,000 gold where I've just read it.
They added riding skills and split the cost amount, and then they reversed this. That was right too.
Land to the right.
Cool, let's go.
10.
What, just these little islands, you mean?
No, it's a forest.
Right, okay.
Might be a forest island, but it's a forest.
I'm
yeah.
looking forward to picking and choosing my spells because I can't afford them.
Oh, that's another thing, yeah.
You gotta buy it.
You've got to buy your spells, and quite often you'll end up not having enough money to buy the next ranks of your spells.
We're gonna have to get on the professions hard and actually make money.
I know. Well, you know, you didn't have to tell me that. I'll be doing that anyway.
What was good back in vanilla?
I don't remember.
I'm guessing if all the crafted like armors and weapons actually are decent.
Well, they are, yeah, and a good, yeah. Actually, there's plenty of, there'd be plenty of little things to make money, because there's certain things that like certain mobs, certain items you need for crafting only drop from like certain mobs. I remember one specific thing there was a bag, I think it was an enchanting bag or something, and it needed guardian stones, and guardian stones only dropped from these passive mobs in Ungoro, which were like stone golems, and they were elite passive mobs, so no one killed them because they were hard as nails. So there was never any on the H. So if you wanted to make some money, you could sell these guardian stones for like 100 gold each or something, or 40 gold each or something, which is I mean, in that economy, it's huge. Like 40 gold is like massive amounts of money. So yeah, I'll take that block away. Is that no? That doesn't help. But yeah, there we go. Right, cool. Right, that's it. Anyway, I mean, have I found? Is it 1,000 gold? It could be 1,000 gold. There's a couple of mentions here of 1,000 gold, but I don't remember being that much. Maybe it was 900. Maybe I'm thinking of like 900, and that's like obviously after the discount.
That must
for the
have
rep.
been a lot, because if that was now, that would be a lot. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Hi, Prince. I'm good, thanks, but I'm just about to end this stream, so you've missed it, I'm afraid. Cheers, Dragon. Appreciate it. Yeah. So anyway, ending the stream. Maybe it is 1,000. I don't know. 900 rings a bell though, which would support the 1,000 claim, I suppose, because obviously once you get to that high, you're looking at a discount for your reps. Yeah. So there's that dino amount for a student amount of gold. I've got 1.6 million in WoW at the minute. I could have had a lot more, but I just never got into this expansion.
Oh yeah, that's what put me off. Another thing that put me off this expansion is that they're selling an auctioneer mount that actually has an auctioneer on it for 4 million.
Yeah, 4 million, is that how much it was? Yeah. I'd buy it. I'd buy it. Yeah, I'd buy it. That's the kind of thing I'd buy. But then again, at the same time, it's like the money in the game kind of has, like, loosely kind of has a real world monetary value now, because you can buy your game time with it. So I mean, I considered buying the expansion with gold, because I could afford it. I think it cost 1.2 million gold to buy the expansion, and I almost did it, but I didn't. And if I'd known that I wasn't going to get it in the expansion, then yeah, I would have done. I should have done, actually, but whatever. Anyway, right, 5 million, Jesus. Alright, good night, guys. Anyway, see you next time, Monday. We'll get potatoes on Monday for sure, for realsies. Good night, everybody.